Welcome to Greenville, Tennessee, high above Burley Stadium here as we get set for a massive Region 1 4A showdown between Elizabethton and homestanding Greenville here on senior night. Alongside Kenny Hawkins, the birthday boy, Kenny Hawkins. I'm Nick Dugan. Kenny, we've got a really good one tonight. Two teams evenly matched on paper, both coming in at 6-2, both undefeated in the region. That's why the winner of this one, in theory, takes it home.
Let me tell you, I got goosebumps, okay? We haven't even kicked off yet. We still got, what, about 2 minutes on the clock, but the crowd is electric right now, and it always is when you got Elizabethan and Greenville. A lot's on the line, as you mentioned, the 1-4A regular season championship.
And that drone shot that you're seeing right now brought to you by Food City Mountain Dew. Great night here for football. A little rainy to start. Now it's cleared out, and now the fans are really ready to go. Kenny, these are two teams that have played each other very closely the last couple of years. Of course, Elizabethton has won just one of the last four, but it was the all-important one in 2021 in the Class 4A quarterfinals.
Yeah, talking this week with their head coach, Sean Witten, even he doesn't know how they won that game in 2021. I mean, he literally pulled a rabbit out of the hat to win that game. So we need to find out if this magician has got some magic tonight, because they're going to have to play all four quarters to beat this Greenville team.
Have to play all four quarters. That's what he stressed. They're going to have to get out quickly in this one. Greenville has done very well in the first quarter of games. They're led by a very potent offense. Two teams that like to run the ball a little bit.
Let me tell you what, Green Devils have a running back by the name of Carson Quillen. You're going to hear his name a lot tonight on both offense and defense. This guy is a 2-3-time All-State running back. He's already signed or committed to Virginia Tech to play baseball. He's the guy you got to keep your eye on. If you're able to slow him down or stop him, you got a chance against this team.
It's going to be an exciting matchup, and we're going to have kickoff for you on the other side of the break, so don't go away.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
I see Marco's role in the community as somebody that people can look up to.
Marcos Garza is very thoughtful. He pays attention to the needs of the people in the community.
He's somebody that's very unselfish, somebody that's going to always be there.
Marcos Garza will work as hard as he can to get the best results for you.
In the future, no matter where I'm playing, no matter what the team I'm playing for, I'll always be on Garza's team.
The Garza Law Firm is Mama's Easy approved.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Cyclones and Green Devils here from Greenville, Tennessee. We are just about set for kickoff. And Kenny, it looks like the Green Devils going to boot this one away. And just the anticipation, you can feel it. I mean, we're very close to the sound system. That might have a little something to do with it. But everybody's excited for this one. It's been a very much anticipated matchup for the last number of years. But last year and now this year, adds just a little bit more that it's at the very end of that regular season.
Exactly. I think one year we did it. It was the third game of the season. It just didn't have the punch like we have here at the last game of the season with so much on the line. We're going to get a chance. Obviously, we see on the offense, Elizabethan first. Rhett Slagle's at the quarterback. He's been there the last few years. This is a guy, I remember when he came in as just a freshman, and he has continued to grow and grow. One of the things that we talked to their head coach about this past week is the fact they can't get behind the chains. They can't be in third and long situations. In fact, a first down is like a touchdown to Elizabethan in this type of contest, because they're going against a team that can strike fast and early.
Yeah, that's what Coach said. It was really interesting to hear him say that. A first down is like a touchdown for this squad. They have to stay ahead of the chains, keep that offense out on the field, grind some time away from this Green Devils team that is so good at scoring first. In fact, they've outscored their opponents 149-3 in the first quarter of games this season. But they'll be on defense first here tonight as Samuel Gurley, the kicker for Greenville, he is out to boot it away. Soccer player that they converted here this year to be their kicker. Two Cyclones back deep to receive. It should be Mathis and Wallen.
That's another name we'll hear a lot for the Cyclones, Jay Bird. This is a guy, he's not like my guy from Union, okay? He's not a bulldozer, all right? But you know, he's a little Toro, okay? He's going to be hard to stop as well when he gets his speed up.
For clarification, Kenny got me. There are 3 Wallens that you'll hear tonight, so it's Justice Wallen that'll actually be deep to receive the kick. This one goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cyclones will start at 1st and 10 from the 20. And as you mentioned, Kenny, out comes Rhett Slagle, now the junior. We talked to Coach before the game in this one, and Coach said he didn't feel like he did the best job preparing his then sophomore quarterback for the moment, for the type of game that this was going to be. Didn't do a good enough job protecting him last year either. Those are both big focuses going into the game this time around.
Well, if there's anyone that knows what it means to start quarterback in this contest is Sean Witt, and that's what he did when he was quarterback for the Cyclones way back when. Of course, he went on to play wide receiver there at Virginia Tech. So that's one of the things, is to keep his quarterback calm. First downs, they're like touchdowns.
Slagle, the run pass option and the quick out for a gain of about 9 yards. It's an excellent job there, and it's Landry Buckles. He's their speed guy, Kenny. He catches it out of the backfield for a big gain on first down.
Good first play for Elizabethton. It was safe. He got him out to the corner. No one was there. He makes the catch. He picks up 9 yards, and here is where you want to be. Short down for a first down. 2 downs to do it in. So we don't know if they do it here or if they use this play to maybe take a look downfield.
It's a Pisgah Roofing first down. They gave him that first down on a gain of exactly 10. Give here is to Wallen, and he is swallowed up. Almost a fumble on the mesh point there. But the Green Devils are all over it in the backfield. And we're going to call this young man's name a lot. That's Quentin Humphrey, big 99, to make the stop.
They got big 99. They got big 88. Well, look, they just got big all over, okay? Let's just be honest. I mean, one of the things that Coach Witt said, we're going to be undersized up front. So they got to stay with their technique and don't get out of their gaps. And that time, it was almost a fumble. It was kind of a sloppy handoff between the quarterback and running back. That's the reason why it really never got anywhere as well.
Humphrey is 6'3", 275. Justin Chandler, big 88, 6 foot 240. 2nd and 11. Slagle drops back, looking to throw out of the backfield. It's nearly intercepted. Oh my, that was close for Drew Armbrister, the All-State linebacker from a season ago. Had it in his hands, but it fell to the turf as it brings up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, if you're Drew, that's the ones that you hate. I mean, it's senior day for you. You're playing at home for the last time. You had one there in your sights. That could have been a huge play for Elizabethan because the wide receiver was wide open and he just slightly overthrew it.
Intended receiver was the tight end, Kyron Smalls, for the Cyclones. But no gain, brings up 3rd and 11.
Which is what we talked about. This is the position in which Elizabethton did not want to be in, was 3rd and long.
4 receiver set. Slagle claps his hands. Looking left, now over the middle. Thrown over the middle, and it's nearly intercepted again. This time it was almost picked off by Isaac McGill back there. Just a little too low. And the Cyclones are going to have to punt this one away.
And guess who they're punting to? Number 12.
Carson Quillen, a 2-time All-Stater. As a sophomore, it was as a defensive back last year. It was just an athlete, Kenny. Yeah. He was an All-Stater as an athlete, and that's what he does. It's a little bit of everything. It's close. The punt is away.
Can you rush the punter and then hold him up? I mean, can you touch him? I didn't think you could even touch him.
It was close. I think that was C.J. Reyes.
It's kind of funny. I don't know. I mean, the flag is way downfield. They didn't throw it up here where the punter was, but it was kind of funny because he hit him, but he held him up. He didn't fall to the ground.
C.J. Reyes got close to Caleb Campbell, the Cyclones punter, but a flag came in very late back towards the receiving area. I think this might back up the Green Devils on the start. We'll see what they call.
Yeah.
It's a personal foul.
Yeah.
I think, I couldn't quite see who it was, but someone got a late shot in there on a block, and the official on the near sideline threw that flag pretty late. It's going to back the Green Devils up inside their own 20 to about the 16, and that's where they'll start this drive.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that if you're Eddie Spratling that you don't want to see, because you had an opportunity to start off in pretty good field position, and now you're back inside the 20-yard line.
Green Devils on the field, quarterbacked by Caden Ball, the junior. Motions his receiver in. Quick throw. That's out to Zayden Anderson. Anderson breaks one tackle, then two, out past the 25 to the 27 for a Pisgah Roofing first down.
Z-Man is like lightning in a bottle. Let me tell you right now, the last thing you want to do is allow him to get away from you, because you're not going to catch him. He's a state champion in 2 events, yeah. So one of the things you want to keep an eye on is he gets out to the side, and then he just breaks tackles. One, stays on his feet, great footwork. Really looks good. That is a Toyota Kingsport replay.
Kenny mentioned it, a state champion sprinter last spring. Zayden Anderson, quite the speed out there on the edge. Looks like he has some early movement, though, for the home team.
The Greenville jumped off sides.
It's a false start. It'll back them up 5 yards for a 1st and 15. That is one thing, Kenny. The Green Devils have been penalized some this year. And the one thing is they don't want to give Elizabethton anything easy here tonight. 1st and 15. Ball fakes the handoff, and he keeps it up the middle, breaking a couple of tackles, and he's finally dragged down near the 35-yard line. So Ball gets the penalty yards back and some.
Here's the Toyota Kingsport replay. Watch again. I mean, he's actually stopped right there. But then somehow he still gets through and picks up about 10 yards.
Big tackle there from Jack Blevins, Cyclones junior at a safety. Ball keeps again. This time not as fortunate as a couple guys wrap him up, and he's finally brought down up front. Kyler McGovern coming in to finish him off. But they are going to give the Green Devils a Pisgah Roofing first down by the skin of their teeth.
One of the things that Coach talked about, Caden Ball, it's another kid that has continued to get better and mature each season. He still has another year or so to go. So he's been a key factor to this offense and managing the offense.
Keeps again. Quick flip. Nice tackle out on the edge. The ball was caught by Jeriah Griffin, the former Elizabethton Cyclone, making his first grab of the game.
Now let's talk about this. At the beginning of the 2024 season, Jeriah Griffin was wearing orange and black. And then somewhere the wheels came off, and so he left, and now he's wearing the green and black on the other side. So you just have to wonder, where's this kid's emotions in this game?
Yeah, Coach Spradlin said they just wanted him to treat it like any other game, although that's probably going to be tough to do. Here comes Carson Quillen, jumps the cut in the hole. Now he's down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and a Pisgah Roofing first down inside the 30.
Great run that time as he gets to the outside. Take a look at the Toyota Kingsport replay. Takes it in, now darts it outside, makes a couple of guys miss. Stiff arm, almost stays on his feet before he's finally kind of pushed out of bounds.
Oh, and if he had stayed on his feet, he might have been able to keep that balance and go. It's a nice cut in the hole there, and it sets up the Green Devils nicely at 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line of the Cyclones. Two receivers, two tight ends set. The give is to Quillen. Quillen trying the inside off the tackle right, and he's going to pick up a couple before he's dragged down.
Green Devils methodically moving down the field. Remember, this started at like the 15-yard line. And now they've moved to the other side of the field. And they're not using the big play, even though Quillen went off the left side that time. This is the team that's keeping it on the ground, not going to the air that much, other than getting us started with Anderson.
Coach Spradlin told us, they said, you got all these athletes. Why don't you guys go outside? He said, we're an inside zone team. This is what they do. It's their scheme, and they're pretty good at it. Two tight ends shift to the right. Give is to Quillen again. He uses those blockers, bouncing outside inside the 20 to the 15. Flag is down in the backfield as Quillen's going to muscle his way all the way to the 7, but I think this one's coming back, Kenny.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a holding. You know, the one thing that impresses me about Quillen, one great thing that all running backs have is they see the field. They have great vision. They actually make the cut before actually making the cut. Now, I don't know if you know what I'm saying here, but I'm saying in your mind, you've already made that cut before you actually do it.
Yep.
If you watch him run, you'll see that tonight.
It's a hold on the Green Devils. It'll remain second down, the 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So it brings up about 2nd and 11, almost right on the 30-yard line. It is right on the 30-yard line for the Green Devils. Quillen looks like he lost a towel there trying to get it off the field. He's been running hard early in this one.
We got 3 out wide on the left.
5 receivers set, including Quillen. Quick throw to Griffin. Griffin gets a block inside the 25, close to the 20. A big tackle there on the outside.
And now we got another flag for taunting.
We'll see.
And that is going to move Greenville even closer. Probably should move them into the red zone.
It was Bryson Rowland who made an excellent stop for the Cyclones. Well, we talked about it, Kenny. Drea Griffin involved in the play, former teammates, still friends with a lot of those guys. A lot of juices flowing in this one.
Yeah, he got up and made the tackle, and then he said something to him while he was down, obviously in his face, and that is when the flag came out. And so they're getting ready to count it off. Oh.
It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct foul. That'll move the ball all the way to the 11-yard line. The Green Devils in the red zone.
And here's the thing. If you're an official, you got to do that, okay? If you're going to take control of this game to stop it from getting out of control, you got to do those type of penalties right there. Stop the jawing. We know that it's going to be here for the entire game.
The officials still marking that down, an unsportsmanlike foul in the book there. So Green Devils will go from shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. And both of those tight ends on the left-hand side of the set.
Yeah, he's got Quillen in the back. He's actually got Anderson one-on-one on the outside.
Snap, speed option, near side. Ball, keeps it. He's going to get inside the 5, maybe to the 4, and that's so tough about this offense, Kenny. You just never know who's going to take the ball. Ball has done so well running the football as the quarterback, and then you've got Carson Quillen, the All-State guy that can do it as well.
Exactly. I'm going to go with Coach said. You know, we're going to run it up the middle. You know, that's our bread and butter, and those guys up front are going to have to lead the way, and so far they have. You're at the 4-yard line. Wouldn't surprise me if that's not the play call again. Now we got a whistle by the official.
Looks like somebody's helmet came off, and I think that someone has to come off the field.
I've never really been a fan of that, just to let you know.
C.J. Reyes.
I'll explain here then.
Both tight ends shift to the right again. Ball takes the snap, gives to Quillen. Quillen lowers the pad level, stretching for the end zone, and a touchdown. Carson Quillen gets over the line for his 23rd rushing touchdown of the season.
And it's just right up the middle. This is man on man, hat on hat. How much does Quillen squat?
Coach told us about 500 pounds.
Yeah, there's not enough bodies in there to stop all that, okay? I mean, once he gets low, and he does get low because he's not that tall anyway, it's just hard to stop him.
All 5'10", 195 of Carson Quillen coming at you, and the Green Devils have a lead, 7-0. We're going to take a break. The home team drives down the field and scores with 7:06 left in the first. We'll be right back with more high school football action on the other side.
It's the biggest savings of the year with 0% and $10,000 off at Champion Chevrolet, Johnson City and Kingsport. 24 tracks, $19,995, 25 Trailblazer, $22,995, 24 Colorado, $3,000 off. Champion Chevrolet, we'll leave you asking, how do they do that?
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Plus, book your loan by November 15th to be entered for a chance to win free gas for a year. Apply now at ecu.org/gas giveaway. Eastman Credit Union.
It's the biggest savings of the year with 0% and $10,000 off at Champion Chevrolet, Johnson City and Kingsport. 24 Silverado $1,500 up to $10,000 off. 24 Silverado HD $4,000 off. 24 Tahoe and Suburban $6,000 off. Champion Chevrolet, we'll leave you asking, how do they do that?
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Burley Stadium here in Greenville. The Green Devils take advantage on their first possession, a methodical possession. Kenny, the Green Devils just chipping away, and in the end, Carson Quillen a 3-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, right down the field. Still 7:06 remaining in the quarter in the first quarter. And one of the things we talked about at the beginning of the game, we're going to hear this name a lot because that's the guy they go to.
Kick is away into the end zone, and it is an automatic touchback there. And Samuel Gurley has been good. Cole Franklin.
Here's what I was going to say. If the helmet comes off in a routine play, then I think you should be able to stay in the game. If you get hit and it looks like it's one of those concussions and it knocks your helmet off, that's different, right?
Yeah, the rules are here to keep the players safe.
For safety, I agree.
Well, Reyes came off the field, but it didn't much matter. They still were able to block it for a touchdown.
Exactly.
The Green Devils on top, 7-0 after the extra point. How will Elizabethton respond? Starting 1st and 10 from their own 20. Jaybird in at tailback. 4 receivers set, but the give is to Jaybird. Trying to muscle his way in there. He gets maybe 3, but there he is again. C.J. Reyes bringing him down on the stop at the defensive end position.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a position of doing things that you don't normally do. So you stay with what you're used to, and that's running the football. As we talked about earlier, pick up 4 or 5 yards, get it as close as possible, third down for a third down situation, and pick up the first. And you now go methodically down the field. So I don't know if we're going to see Elizabethton go deep. However, I do remember one time last year they did catch Greenville off balance one time because they were not expecting them to go deep.
Second down. Slagle claps his hands, throwing to J-Train out of the back. Makes one man miss. And he's popped out of bounds. Thought it might have a chance to be a late hit out of bounds there, but no flag. He's going to give him the Pisgah Roofing first down. Is Jaybird.
Honestly, I'm actually shocked that he did not get a flag because the second hit, he was already out of bounds.
Appeared that way. No laundry on the field, but as you mentioned, Elizabethton doing what they need to do, get those first downs. And going back to your point about throwing deep, Kenny, we did talk to Coach Whitten. He said, now we know who we are, but in a game like this, where he feels like maybe size a little undermatched, they're going to have to take some chances, going to have to take some risks. We'll see how early Coach Whitten is willing to pull that trigger.
One of the things, too, he wanted to do is ball movement, time control. In other words,
ball is deflected and a flag is in the backfield. I think this is going to be roughing the passer.
When he deflected it, his hands come down on his helmet.
It's Jackson Nichols that was in the backfield. 15 yards. Coach Spradlin doesn't much like that here on the near sideline, asking for an explanation.
I don't believe in makeups, but that call on the sideline should have been called on the last play before this one. So there you go. So I guess it all evens out.
It did get the 15. First and 10 from the 46. Slagle looking left. Quick throw, finding the soft spot in the zone, and that's going to be another first down, a Pisgah Roofing first down for the offense. Jack Blevins, a junior, his 10th catch of the year.
Great throw that time by Rhett, and great catch in the man. I mean, he was in there among 3 Greenville Green Devil defenders to make that catch.
Settled into the perfect spot in the zone is now the Cyclones are in Green Devil territory here. The clock ticking. About 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 4 receivers. Jay Bird in at tailback. Slagle on the keeper. Right up the middle. It's about 3 before he's tripped up by that big defensive line up there.
Yeah, staying behind the big guys, picking up a good number of yardage off that keeper up the middle. Once again, picking up about 4 plays, 4 yards on that.
Slagle has done a good bit with his legs this year. 46 carries, 227 yards coming into this one. That's the first time we've really seen a design for him so far tonight. Brings up 2nd and 7. That same 4 receiver set with a tailback. The throw is out of the backfield to that tailback, C.J. Mathis, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, he also heard Noah Murray coming at him full speed and threw it a little bit faster than he wanted to, and that's the reason why it was incomplete. And now we're into a 3rd down and 6 or 7 for the Cyclones.
So Mathis checks back out, Jay Bird back in. 3rd down and 7, and the Green Devil fans are on their feet. Cowbells are out. Four receivers. Wallen lines up at a tight end. This time it's going to be a keeper. Slagle over the middle. He's got himself a Pisgah Roofing 1st down. Finds the soft spot again to a 31.
Unbelievable play that time by Slagle. First of all, it was a bad snap, so he had to catch it before it hit the ground, and then able to still get through the middle and pick up the 1st down. Great run by him.
Going to the juniors' legs when they needed a conversion, and they got it.
Well, you know, in 2021, that's basically how they beat this Greenville team, was running their quarterback. I think he ran for 30-something times in that contest, and Greenville had problems trying to stop it.
Bryson Rollins' legs were a huge part of that game, that win here at Burley Stadium. 1st and 10, handoff to Jay Bird. Jay Bird ahead close to the 30. He comes out of the pile there. That's a gain of about 2 yards, bring up a 2nd and 8.
I like the fact that Elizabethan has not gotten out of what they want to do. I mean, they kept everything within inside themselves and not trying to do something that they don't do. And so far it is continued to work as they slowly move down the field.
Yeah, not phased. Of course, the Green Devils go and score in their first possession, but as you mentioned, sticking to the plan, down 7-0, but they know they got a chance to tie this thing up here. 2nd and 7 from just inside the 30-yard line. It's a 4 receiver set. 3 to the near side.
Elizabethan didn't like something they saw.
You know, are they going to take a timeout here as Coach Witten and the Cyclones? We're going to take a quick break. 2:40 left in the first quarter. Greenville leading Elizabethton 7-0 here at Burley Stadium.
Friends, get ready to save on your new Toyota during our huge fall truck sale right here at Toyota Kingsport. Save over $6,900 on your new 24 Tundra.
You can drive a new Tacoma starting at only $289 a month.
And great deals on all certified pre-owned Toyota.
Toyota Kingsport has the right truck for all your adventures.
So if you're ready for a great deal today, come see us at Toyota of Kingsport. Great cars, amazing deals, and the best team in town.
Toyota of Kingsport, where saving you money is a Hill family tradition.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, it's our goal to make your experience a great one. Quick Stop Markets provide sanitized and clean stores, well-lit parking lots, a friendly staff, and a large selection of products. Thank you for choosing Marathon, an American-owned company. Thank you for choosing Quick Stop Markets, a locally owned company. It is an honor to be a part of your busy day. Stop in at a locally owned Marathon Quick Stop Market today, where we make it easy to run in when you run out.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Greenville, 7-0 Green Devils. We're going to toss things down to the sideline quickly here to our own Kelly Getz. Kelly?
so loud this game. Greenville out of the gate. I honestly don't know how many there are in this stadium. I doubt, but this game is really big. It's going to be the championship game for Region 1 4A. These teams are no matter what next week, but they want to win. And I'm going to send it back to you guys because the action's already going again.
Kelly, thanks. C.J. Mathis on that second down carry. He picks up maybe just 2 more into the teeth of that Green Devil defense, and now it's going to be a 3rd and 5.
Landon Hughes came up limping a little bit right there. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Starting right guard still in. This throw incomplete. Looking for Jaybird out of the backfield. It'll be 4th down and 5 from about the 27-28. They've got a pretty good leg on the kicker. We'll see if they decide to go for it or try and take the 3.
I'm thinking you're in 4th down territory. I know that you should go for the points. Let's put it that way. But you're only, 3rd and, as you mentioned, 5 yards?
4th and 5, and they're going to keep the offense out on the field. Coach Whitten said you're going to need 6 to win this ball game, and that's what he's going for here. Dropping back. Over the middle, complete. Down to the 10-yard line goes the Elizabethan receiver, Jack Blevins. A big catch for the junior.
Great catch for the junior. I mean, don't get me wrong. Slagle did a good job getting him the football. It was almost a little bit behind him, but for him to be able to reach back and get that football, because it was almost picked. That's how close it was. And big call on 3rd down and 5. Wow.
Blevins came into this game with just 9 catches on the year. He's already had 2 big ones for first downs here in the first quarter.
I mean, that's saying you got confidence in your quarterback to put him in that situation to throw that pass. They get to the line fast.
4 receiver set, and they had to because that clock was running down, and Coach Whitten
is
not pleased to have to take another timeout here, almost back-to-back. We're going to step aside. 1st and 10. The Cyclones are driving here, but they trail the Green Devils 7-0 from Burley Stadium. We'll be right back in a moment.
The ColorTex friendly pros specialize in restoring your home or business quickly after fire, smoke, storm, or water damage with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. When you need the best cleaning and restoration, call ColorTex. We make indoor living healthier.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City. Are you tired of borrowing money? Do you want better rates? Boss said this scooter isn't so bad. Yeah, but I'd rather be driving Grandpa's Porsche.
At Mears & Associates, we have the best rates for IRA 401k rollovers.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Greenville. The Devils up 7-0. The Cyclones have 1st and goal from the 10 after having to take their 2nd timeout of the first half. Slagle claps his hands. He's going to follow his blockers, but it's not going to be enough. A big tackle from the middle linebacker, Jackson Nichols, was in the backfield.
It looks like they're going to mark him down at about the 8-yard line, 7 or 8 yard line on 2nd down. That was the same play that they were going to run that he had to call timeout. That's why he was so frustrated that they waited too long to get the snap off. We're going to see if this could be the end of the first quarter off this last play.
2nd down and goal from the 7, taking under 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Justice Wallen is the back. The give is to Wallen, but Wallen has stood up and maybe dragged for a small loss, so they're still pushing. They might give him back to the line of scrimmage, but that defensive front of Greenville holding strong.
Yeah, that looked like a scrum right there. I mean, that was a lot of pushing in there. I don't even know if did he even get a yard or 2? Maybe so, but looks like we're gonna go to the second quarter.
Looks like the Cyclones will be content to let the last 15 seconds tick off this first quarter. And what a first quarter it was. Very methodical from both offenses as the Green Devils have a 7-0 lead here after one. We head to the second quarter next. Here from Burley Stadium, the Devils up 7-0.
Soft drinks are just $1 at Wendy's. Any size, anytime. 3 p.m. $1 Fanta. 10 p.m. Sprite. 7:46 a.m. Coke. You're so free. $1 soft drinks, any size, gotta be Wendy's.
Looking for top-notch roofing and restoration services? Look no further than Pisgah Roofing and Restoration. They're your local experts in quality craftsmanship and competitive pricing. From re-roofs to roof repairs, siding, windows, solar energy, and guttering systems. We do it all with a passion for perfection. Serving the Tri-Cities, Pisgah Roofing and Restoration is your trusted and local partner. Contact us at 423-930-9066 for your roofing and restoration needs.
Building stronger roofs, building stronger communities.
Soft drinks are just $1 at Wendy's. Any size, anytime. 3 p.m. $1 Fanta. 10 p.m. Sprite. 7:46 a.m. Coke. You're so free. $1 soft drinks, any size, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Greenville. Start of the second quarter here in this Region 1 4A clash between Elizabethton and the Green Devils. You're looking high above the stadium. Brought to you by our drone cam, sponsored by Mountain Dew and Food City. It's going to be 3rd and goal for the Cyclones from the 7-yard line after the Green Devils standing up a run for no gain on second down. Extra blockers in. Read pass option. Slagle to his right, has to escape the pocket, gets to about the 5-yard line, but he was pursued heavily there. Nothing downfield in the end zone. And that will bring up 4th down.
I think you got to kick it down. I mean, good call that time by Slagle by not just throwing it into the end zone. While we were in break, I said that you're going to have to throw this football. You're not going to score going up the middle against this Greenville team in the red zone. So, yeah, you take the points here. You make it 7-3. It's early in the second quarter.
Coach Witten told us that Greenville defense becomes so much harder to solve down in the red area. Will Bowers comes on for the kick. And he sinks it through the Region 1 4A. Oh, no, he missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed the short field goal. The Region 1 4A newcomer of the year last year misses the chip shot. And it will remain 7-0 in favor of the Devils.
Yeah, he line drived it to the left, and it just missed the upright. And that is that's the confidence killer for a football team. You know, you did all that work to get the team down there in position, and then you come away with nothing. So this will be a key defensive stop for them if they can make it.
A tough break for the Cyclones. Will Bowers had been excellent on the season at 36-37 on extra points.
You know, everybody says kicking looks easy. So does a 1-inch putt till you get over top of it. You got everything on the line. Couple of inches. Then it looks like it's 12 feet long. So, but yeah, that had to be the situation. You know, but long game to go. That's what you got to tell them. You'll get another opportunity to hopefully put points on the board.
1st and 10 now for the Devils at their own 20. Ball. Hands off to Quillen. Quillen, a stiff arm, out across the 25 to the 30, and he scampers out of bounds for another gain of 12 yards and a Pisgah Roofing 1st down.
Because he's so strong, you can't tackle him up top. I mean, you really can. I mean, the best way to get him is just kind of cut his legs out from under him. Because if you try and go up top, he's going to get you with the stiff arm, and that's worked at least 2 or 3 times so far tonight.
So explosive getting to the edge there as well. As the Green Devils will not huddle. Instead, Ball barking out the play to his offensive line. 3 receivers set. The tight end in the back is Quillen. Play action to Quillen. Looking to take a shot. Instead, it is undercut, and St. Anderson steals the interception away for a touchdown.
Unbelievable.
69 yards and Zayden Anderson turned what would have been a pick into 6.
I mean, I don't even know how you score that. So that was an interception, and then what?
A touchdown of the 69-yard variety for the senior.
Unbelievable.
Justin Whitehead looked to have had an easy second interception for him on the season, and instead, somehow, Anderson ripped it out of his hands and went the rest of the way for a score.
Just when I was about to say, it looks like ball underthrew him. Unbelievable. I mean, that's a receiver right there wanting it more. And he took it, and then once he took off, nobody was going to catch him.
Now, they are going to get Anderson for what essentially amounts to excessive celebration.
Yeah.
He sent that one into the hedges here, and they're going to enforce that on the kickoff. But it will not take away the 69-yard score.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe what I saw there. I mean, you just know how many times you see a receiver take it away and then run and score with it. I've seen them take it away if they both falling into the end zone, but that was an unbelievable play. Hopefully we'll get a replay here in a second, take another look at it.
Gurley on for the extra point. And this one is blocked. So a big block there will keep it 13-0. An excellent job by Justice Wallen to come in there and stuff that one. 11:32 left in the second quarter. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more high school football action on the other side.
Hey, do we have a replay of that?
McInturf, Milligan & Brooks is an independent insurance agency that has been serving its clients for over a century. Our dedicated and professional staff is here to design an insurance program for your specific needs. Find out what true personal service is all about at McInturf, Milligan & Brooks Insurance Agency.
Get 125% of KBB fair market value for your trade, regardless of make, model, or condition, when you buy or lease any remaining 2024 VW during the 2024 model year-end event at Wallace Volkswagen in Johnson City. Like a new 2024 VW Jetta, only $199 a month. Or buy a new award-winning Tiguan with 0% APR financing for up to 60 months and get 125% value for your trade. Need credit or have bad credit? You pick it out, we'll work it out. At Wallace Volkswagen in Johnson City. Right on the corner, right on the price.
McInturf, Milligan & Brooks has been servicing your community for over a century. Our dedicated staff will provide unmatched service and insurance products to meet your specific needs at a competitive price. Put your trust in McInturf, Milligan & Brooks Insurance Agency.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Football Friday night here in Greenville, Tennessee, as the Green Devils lead Region 1 4A foe Elizabethton 13-0. The Green Devils, Kenny, scored on one of the more improbable plays you might see all season.
Just unbelievable. I mean, it looked like it was an underthrown ball. It looks like it was intercepted. He was actually falling to the ground. Before he fell to the ground, Z-Man Anderson came and took it away. And then like Zorro, next thing we know, he's got the football down there in the bushes, which obviously drew a penalty, and they would have the field goal kick. But right now, you got Greenville leading this contest 13-0.
Justice Wallen takes the kickoff back. Remember, they had to back that one up after the excessive celebration penalty. So Elizabethton will start in good position at about the 35, 36-yard line.
Well, I'm sure that Coach Whitten told his team, first of all, settle down. It's just 13-0. It's in the early second quarter. You know, we've been in this situation before. It's not like they've run and hid. So, you know, we'll see more of the same. I don't see Elizabethton changing what they've done.
Right, because it got them all the way to the 5
exactly.
and nearly a touchdown, and you know, the missed field goal we talked about, but they've been moving the ball on offense.
Exactly. Watch the little short pass here.
4 receivers set. Play action. Looking to take a shot. Escapes the first man, but not the second. Guess who?
Yeah.
Big 99 Quentin Humphrey with his...
And he's getting looks, right? You know what Coach told us? He's getting some D1 looks. I believe it. That's a big kid.
Quentin with his first sack of the season, believe it or not. He's had 5 TFLs, but that was his first sack of the year. So that backs up Elizabethton 2nd and 17 from the 29. Slagle steps up in the pocket, overthrowing his man over the middle of the field. It falls incomplete.
And, of course, now that puts you into the third and long situation for Elizabethton. And this is not the spot that you want to be in, because what's going to happen is the Green Devils are going to pin their ears back, and they're going to come after you. I mean, basically, they've done it the last 2 plays, but they're definitely going to do it now.
Brock Shelby was the intended receiver. But Slagle overthrew everybody on that play, including the free safety. So it brings up 3rd down and 17.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised here if they just hand it off and let him go up the middle, trying to eat some yards.
No snap, handled, screen pass, but an excellent job up front. A late flag, though, a very late flag.
And I think that's going to be, I think it's going to be in Greenville. I think that was coming in, leading with his head to make that tackle while he was on the ground.
Zorian Harris at 6'1", 285 did an excellent job recovering to make that tackle, but then a late flag comes in on the play.
That's what it's going to be. I mean, really, so far, I mean, I know Greenville's leading 13-0, but so far in this first half, Greenville's kind of shot themselves in the foot. This might be a bigger score if not for the number of penalties that they've had.
Well, they came in, Kenny. They had committed 30 defensive penalties on the season. So it is something that has happened here now and then, and maybe more than a little bit.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. I want my defense to be aggressive. Okay, I can kind of deal with it on defense. I don't like it on offense, but I want my defense to be aggressive. But you got to be aggressive, but you got to watch out for mistakes like that.
Well, it looks like they're going to at least get 5 yards back. False start on the Cyclones will back them up 5 yards to the 44-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15.
I mean, because you want your defense, you want a little dog in your defense,
sure.
Okay? All right, you don't want a little yapping dog. You want one of the big ones, okay? Sometimes they get in trouble around the neighborhood. That's what I'm saying. So I like the aggressive in a defensive unit. However, sometimes little ones can get after you, too.
I was going to say now. Just be careful.
Yeah,
what's that saying? It's not the size of the dog?
That's right. They catch you off guard, man.
That's right. Slagle fakes. He's going to keep this one. Dragged down from behind. He gets a couple of yards.
Yeah, it's still going to be 2nd down and 11 to try and get this first. Still manageable.
Sophomore Micah Knight, who has come in. The sophomore makes the tackle. 2nd down and 11 now for the Cyclones. It looks like Zach Wallen going to bring the play in from the sideline from Coach. Zach Wallen, brothers with Justice, cousin to big running back Jaber.
Okay, we're going to have a test on that later.
That's right. Hope everyone's paying attention at home.
Nice play.
Screen goes to Mathis. Mathis has some green grass. Breaks one tackle. He's going to get close to that line to gain.
Good play.
I think it's going to be 3rd and very short, but a great job to get the defense all coming upfield and then slipping back one underneath the Mathis.
Exactly. You release the defensive line and allow them to come in at the quarterback, and then you leave a man back like we saw there, and you throw it over for like the screen, and he was wide open in the middle part of the field. That was a good play call, because now you're at 3rd and 1. Definitely you're in a 2-down situation here if you don't get it here on 3rd down.
Coach Witten is into the playbook, Kenny. That was Mathis's 3rd catch of the year, so they haven't used him all that much in the passing game. Slagle with the keeper. He is going to get turned back right at the line to gain by Armbruster. We'll see if they give it to him.
Great tackle, but it depends on which foot the official's going to use. If it's a right foot, it's going to be a 1st down. If it's a left, then they're going to be 4th down and 1. I guess he used his left.
They are not going to give it to him. How about the tackle from Drew Armbruster, leading the team coming in tonight with 73 stops on the season. He comes up with a big one there. Now it's 4th and inches.
Kept driving the quarterback back until he brought him down. Now, if they had to play like your favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles, we would know what they were going to do here.
No brotherly shove coming here.
Yeah.
Slagle's in the shotgun.
Oh,
he tries to get him off sides, and he did.
Smart quarterback play. It's cheap, but it's effective. It works. I like it.
2 Devils jumping off sides on the hard count. And so Elizabethton and their fan base will not have to bite their nails through a 4th and short. It's an easy first down on the penalty.
Good play. Get everybody out of the huddle. Get up to the line quickly. And then I don't even know if he said anything. I think he had the clap, snap, and as you mentioned, 2 jump off sides.
3 receivers at side end in the back is Wallen. Protection. Good deflection there.
Yeah.
Jackson Nichols again.
Knocked it down.
You look at Jackson Nichols' stat line, Kenny. 29 tackles, 3 for a loss. He's got a sack, a pick, a pass breakup, a fumble recovery, a forced fumble. He even has a touchdown. This young man has really been everywhere for the defense this season.
But the thing that jumps out to me is 6'3", and he's even taller when he raises his arms. And both times, the 2 knockdowns is because of that.
So a big break up there. Makes it 2nd and 10 from just outside the 35. Clock under 10 now. Cyclones taking their time. Under 5 now. Slagle's got to get this thing snapped. 2, they get it off. A rush comes off the edge, but a rollout and a completion for about 8 yards. Nice work over there by Justice Wallen.
Great catch. Nice rollout. One of the things you want to do is trying to keep your quarterback out of trouble. So you allow him to roll out. He rolls to his right. He finds his wide receiver. Now you're in down. You're to 3rd and short, about 3 yards here.
Coach Witten called Justice Wallen a gamer. Just has a really good head for the game. Very smart. Rolling with his quarterback there. Gives him an open target. And now a 3rd and manager. Snaps. Gives to Jay-Bird. Jay-Bird churning those legs towards the 1st down marker. It's going to be close.
I think we're going to have another 4th down situation. 4th and 1. And I don't think, well, it looks on the field, it looks like it's a 1st down. I think they're going to measure it.
They're going to measure this one. Big 77 left tackle Tanner Peltier. He's still hobbling off the field. He's one of their bigger guys, just a sophomore, Kenny, 6'1", 275. We'll see if he can stay on the field here. No points. You look at this game, 13-0, but you wouldn't know it really if you looked probably at a stat sheet to see how well Elizabethton has moved the ball, just haven't been able to finish off the drive.
I can guarantee you, as far as the time of possession, this will be lopsided. Elizabethton is leading the time of possession in the 1st half. So this is exactly, so it is a 1st down. As I said, from our angle here on the field, it's a 1st down, but over there, I guess they didn't think it was close enough. This is exactly the football game they want to play. They said we want to control the time of possession. In other words, we want to keep Greenville's offense off the field because, as you can see, every time they get on the field, they score. So this is exactly what they wanted to do. I'm going to tell you what, if they could go in possibly in the halftime down 13-7, man, that's like a victory to Elizabethan right there.
Well, and Coach Witten said that was the plan, right? He says he knows that this team doesn't have the same big playability as Greenville, but if they can keep it close until the end, you just don't know. Slagle in the shotgun, claps his hands. A little speed option. Pitch out, dragged down. A nice tackle there on the edge. Jervis Moore coming up with the tackle. It was Landry Buckles who got the pitch. He picks up about 3, maybe 4.
Second and 6.
Moore, who came up with that tackle. One of the seniors recognized here on Senior Run. It was a long line of seniors, players, cheerleaders, and band members before the game.
They got these 3 out to the left again.
3 receivers set. I think it's going to be a false start, and it is.
Yep.
Looks like someone in the backfield might have flinched. I think that's what the official was pointing at. So that 5 yards, it brings it essentially back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and a short 11.
Same play, wide receivers out wide. We've seen two versions of this. One, he's kept it. Other times he's thrown it a short pass.
And I think it's going to be another false start. It was Zach Wallen out there in the middle of those three receivers. Had a little bit of a hitch before that snap.
Yeah, I talked about penalties on Greenville in this first half. Elizabethton might be catching up on this one play.
Back-to-back false starts for the Cyclones. Puts them back outside the 30, and now a 2nd and 16.
5:56, clock running. Green Devils still leading 13-0.
There's that formation.
And they're asking.
Now Kyron Smalls motions out of the tight end position, and that is going to be a big tackle for Brandon Aizi.
Great tackle. I mean, Aizi, we've called his name a number of years, and once again, he's been a standout player down here.
Coach Settle generating a lot of D2 interest. Had a visit to Wofford recently. He's been playing very well. I mean, as you mentioned, he's got the body type, 6'1", 295.
That's right.
He was an all-1 4A guy last season.
Third down and long for the Cyclones. A lot of activity over there in their sideline from their head coach. They have not liked the end of this possession. 3 men out wide again.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5-receiver set over the middle, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 25. That's going to be caught.
So you put your coach's hat on. So you go for it, 4th and 10, or do you try the kicker one more time, or is this too long for him? With 4:36 to go in the first half, are they going to talk about it?
See if they take that last time out of the half, maybe with 4:29 to play. Right now, the clock is running, and there are only a couple of guys out on the field. So
yeah, they're going to have to take a time.
I think they're going to take a timeout here and drag this thing down. That was Zach Wallen, the team's leading receiver coming into the night, who caught that one. Got him back to the 25. They will take a timeout, and we'll take it with them. 4:09 to play in the second quarter. A decision coming up here for the Cyclones as they trail the Green Devils 13-0.
Exciting news, Tri-Cities. It's the grand reopening of Kia of Johnson City. Experience our new state-of-the-art facilities and drive home with 0% for 72 months. Plus, the all-new 25 Kia Carnival Hybrid is here. Come see us today or shop us online at KiaJC.com.
Believe in yourself. Believe in your neighbors. Believe in families and family-owned businesses. First-time fathers and lasting impressions. Believe in firm handshakes and protecting the ones you love. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Exciting news, Tri-Cities. It's the grand reopening of Kia of Johnson City. Experience our new state-of-the-art facilities and drive home with 0% for 72 months. Plus, the all-new 25 Kia Carnival Hybrid is here. Come see us today or shop us online at KiaJC.com.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back. Greenville leading 13-0 here, 4:09 in the second quarter. We send things down to our Kelly Getz on the sideline. Kelly, maybe some frustrations brewing over the penalties on this drive.
I mean, it's been a very penalty-heavy first half, and a lot of those penalties have actually kept Elizabethton's drives alive. But Greenville is holding them off for the most part. We're on the Greenville sideline, and you hear them. They're loud, they're ready. We're getting back in a game plane. I'll throw it back to you.
Kelly, thanks. That was Thomas Lawler in coverage. Kenny, they went for it on 4th and 10. They draw the pass interference on Zach Wallen down the field. It's going to get him that fresh set of downs.
Yeah, it is. And I've always said, you got a 50-50 shot. I mean, if you don't think you're going to make it, see if you can make some type of contact because it's going to go against the defensive guy. And of course, obviously, you can hear the Greenville fans. They're not happy with it.
See some fans in the stands signaling over their heads like an uncatchable ball. It was thrown pretty high, but they're still going to call this one on Lawler, and it's going to give the Cyclones a first down from about the 12-yard line.
Well, they're going to say he made contact with him before the ball had arrived, so you don't know whether or not he could have made a play on it or not. I guess that's the way the officials were looking at it.
3 receivers. The tight end is Smalls, and there's a back in there. It's Mathis. The give is to Mathis. He is going nowhere. Swallowed up in the backfield. Noah Murray speeding around the end.
I'm not comfortable with the fact that Slagle's having to reach up and get the football each time. I mean, I understand if you're the center because you know what's coming as soon as you snap it. That could turn into trouble.
He's handled it pretty well tonight, but it certainly gets things off to a slow start when you're trying to get that play going. 2nd and 11, an official loss of 1 yard on the play. Slagle. Now he looks to the corner.
Nice
it is caught. What a ball and what a score. Zach Wallen for the touchdown.
Nice catch. Let's take a look at the Toyota Kingsport replay. Nice catch. The receiver ran his route. Quarterback put it out in front of him where it needed to be, almost a target pass. And obviously the receiver was looking and went out and got it. Good touchdown.
Almost looked like it might have fooled Lawler, Kenny. He thought it might be going to the back shoulder, and instead he threw it out in front of him.
Exactly.
And Wallen adjusted to it and caught it.
Yeah, almost threw it to a spot where he thought his receiver would be, and then he went out and got it. And even by him looking back shoulder, it paused the defensive back for just a second. Now that allowed him to get free to make the catch.
Snap, hold, and kick is good. Will Bowers, his 37th extra point of the season. The Cyclones have some life, Kenny. 13-7 is the score with 3:19 to play. We're going to take a quick break. As I mentioned, 3:19 left. But Cyclones are back on the board. We'll be right back after this.
Right now, this month at Bachman Bernard Chevrolet, all Chevrolets that are in stock will be sold for invoice minus rebate. That's right, invoice minus rebate. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet right here in Greenville, where, as always, I'm going to save you money.
At Citizens Bank, we believe in the communities we serve. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Northeast Tennessee, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community.
Sierra Heavy Duty, Sierra Light Duty, GMC Terrain, GMC Acadia, GMC Canyon, GMC Yukon, and Hummers. This month, invoice minus rebate. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard right here in Greenville, where, as always, you know it, I'm going to save you money.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Burley Stadium, and getting a penalty keeps the drive alive for the Cyclones. They take advantage. A 12-yard pitch and catch. It's the junior, Zach Wallen, who catches one in the front corner of the end zone. But just like that, the Cyclones back within 6 points.
It's one of those situations where this team has stayed true to what they wanted to do, slowly picking up first down. As we talked about, you know, don't get out of your comfort zone. You're not out of the game. Now you're a score away from tying this up before halftime with about 3:19. Now, if you are Elizabethan, your defense needs to hold strong and not allow them to go in scoring, because they get the football in the second half.
I was going to say, this is a big spot. It could be a double dip here for Greenville if they can score and they have some big playability in this 3:19 and then get the ball back to start the half. Kick is away. It's a good one. Deep into the end zone for a touchback. And we got more laundry on the field.
I think we got some pushing.
It's up at the 33-yard line. So really not involved in the touchback at all.
No, I think it was after the play is when they had a shoving match. It'll shock me if this is not double penalties. And we'll just kick it again. Officials continue to discuss it.
A dead ball personal foul on the Green Devils only.
Wow.
So that's going to back them up half the distance. 1st and 10 from the 10. So now, Kenny, they'll have to go 90 yards in 3:19 in order to score here before halftime.
Well, we kind of saw that at the beginning of the first quarter. So we know that they have it in them, but they'll be working against the clock a little bit with 3:19.
4 receivers set for Caden Ball. Quillen is the back to the near side. The give is to Quillen, and he's dragged down immediately in the backfield. It might have even been for a loss.
Yeah, that was a great tackle that time. Him able to get in to make the tackle.
Strong stop there from the defense. Landon Hughes was the one in on the stop there. Ball shuffles his feet, looking for Anderson. Just a little out route, trying to get some yards back. It's going to be a first down. A lot of the fans here on the near home sideline wanted a little extra. Looking for that late hit penalty. They're not going to get it.
First down for Greenville.
It is a Pisgah Roofing first down.
Got a young man tying his shoe. That's what we're waiting on.
Got to be buttoned up. Bryson Rowland getting a second there to tie his shoe.
Come on, Bryson. You got to get the Velcro, man. You get the Velcro. That way you don't have to tie it.
Now we've got another flag. And it came from the Elizabethton sideline. It's going to be a sideline infraction on Elizabethton.
Wow. I mean, it's not like the entire team was up on the sideline, so I wonder if someone said something.
Not sure if Coach Whitten was out too far trying to plead his case. At any rate, it is just a warning. It's not going to cost them any yardage here on that first warning. So it's still 1st and 10 from the 21. Ball has 5 receivers. Looking far side, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Cyclones, and what a turn of events here. Justice Wallen picking off the Devils and bringing it back inside the red zone.
Toyota Kingsport replay. Walling makes a great catch there in the middle. Just good stop. I don't know if Caden Ball even saw him there before he threw that football.
Looked like to be one of those instances where he just didn't even see the guy. Wallen, hard to miss at 6'1", 215. His second interception of the season. And now the Cyclones are in excellent position to try and possibly take a lead here at the end of the first half.
That's just unbelievable. I mean, listen, it was one of those games where we said it's going to go back and forth. So even if Elizabethton scores, we're going to be in for a really great second half. But you're right, great field position right now for the Cyclones.
Elizabethton in sight. Still plenty of time, but no timeouts left in this first half. Slagle claps his hands, back, looks far sideline, and he throws an interception. Zayden Anderson, and Anderson, no one's going to catch him. To the 30, to the 20, 10-5, touchdown, Green Devils.
Let's take a look at the Toyota Kingsport replay, and just underthrown football. I don't even know if Slagle was even hit. Just underthrew it. He threw it to the wrong guy because you're not catching him. As you can see, there's nobody else in the picture. But Anderson, what a game. First, you score one on offense after you take it away from the defensive back, and then you come back and you score one on defense.
90 yards for the senior on the interception, returned for touchdown. And as soon as he caught it, the whole stadium knew he was going for 6.
Yeah, there was no one going to stop him. I mean, they're going to kick one. I thought they might go for two, but they're going to go ahead and kick one. 2:22 on the clock before the half.
Snap, hold, kick. This time is good. So the Green Devils flip the field just like that. It looked like the Cyclones might have the upper hand. Instead, a 90-yard interception return for a touchdown. Puts the Devils back up 13. We'll step aside. 2:22 left in the second quarter. More action on the other side.
Friends, get ready to save on your new Toyota during our huge fall truck sale right here at Toyota Kingsport. Save over $6,900 on your new 24 Tundra.
You can drive a new Tacoma starting at only $289 a month.
And great deals on all certified pre-owned Toyota. Toyota Kingsport has the right truck for all your adventures.
So if you're ready for a great deal today, come see us at Toyota of Kingsport. Great cars, amazing deals, and the best team in town.
Toyota of Kingsport, where saving you money is a Hill family tradition.
Believe in yourself. Believe in your neighbors. Believe in families and family-owned businesses. First-time fathers and lasting impressions. Believe in firm handshakes and protecting the ones you love. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Greenville, where the Devils have just taken a 13-point lead thanks to the junior. I tried to push him out too soon, Kenny. He's just the junior, Zayden Anderson, who takes that interception back for a touchdown.
Did we just see? Unbelievable. Underthrown football. The last guy in the world you want to throw it to is to the junior, because he is the fastest out there on the football field. No one was going to catch him, and now he has 2 touchdowns. And what looked like a 13-7, possibly 14-13 game at halftime has now turned into a 20-7 lead for the Green Devils with just over 2:22 to play. So we'll see if Elizabethton can move it back down the field in that amount of time.
A 2-touchdown swing in just 2 plays. C.J. Mathis with his toes on the goal line, taking it out past the 25, still on his feet to the 30, to the 35, 40. He's got the kicker to beat, and I think he's going to get pushed out past midfield. They might throw some extra laundry on that one and seem to be another shove, but no, it looks like they're going to give it to him.
You get away with it when you're the kicker, okay? I mean, okay. You're not going to get a flag on the kicker.
Gurley tracked him down. I mean, take a look at this Toyota Kingsport replay. Mathis did an excellent job to come out of the pile here, and we actually do have a flag back here at the 40.
It bounces off 2 defenders and then takes off, and then you see the kicker he has the angle and pushes him out of bounds. He did have his hands once he got into the out of bounds area, but the flag over there, it couldn't be for at the end of the play, I wouldn't think.
You wonder if this is going to come back after an excellent return that would have ignited another drive here before the end of the half. We'll see what the ruling is.
It's a lot of discussion. It's going to be on Cyclones.
It is going to be on Elizabethton. It looked like he almost started motioning for a chop block, but then stopped. I'm not quite sure what the infraction was, but it is going to back the Cyclones up to take away part of that excellent return for Mathis.
Well, the majority.
They're still walking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We might meet them in Johnson City later. I mean, all the way to the 15-yard line. Wow.
So spot foul. I mean, that brings it back. And now what would have been a 1st and 10 in the Green Devils territory is now back to a 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. And the Green Devils starters are imploring the fans to get to their feet, and the fans are obliging.
Well, they are. They know that this could be a critical moment right here. Obviously, you're trying to put this Cyclone team away, especially since you got them back in their own territory. If you're able to get them off the field and try and get another score before you go to halftime would be huge if you're a Green Devil fan.
Cyclones were huddled up for quite some time over there on the offensive sideline. They have started the play clock. It's down under 15. Should have plenty of time. The 4 receivers set. Tailback. Slagle claps his hands. The give is to Jaybird. He's going to get to the 19, so a gain of about 4 brings up 2nd and 6.
Good hard running that time. Get behind your lineman over the right side and allow them to do all the work. Keep your head low, keep your legs chomping, and picks up 4 downs, 4 yards.
Jaybird has been the workhorse for this Elizabethton team, the junior.
There's no urgency.
Coming in with 73 carries, it does not look like there's
No.
a ton of urgency.
Exactly.
142, and as we mentioned, no timeouts for the Cyclones left in this half. Stuff is Jaybird Wallen. The Green Devils into the backfield quickly, and no gain, maybe a yard. And now, look at this. Greenville's going to take a timeout to try and get the ball one more time before the half.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got, like we said at the beginning of the game, Greenville can explode at any moment. They just have that type of team, that type of offense. So if you're able to stop them here, then you're going to have just over a minute to play in this contest, a lot of time to get back down the field, and if not score, at least a field goal.
We're going to take a quick break. 1:30 to play here in the second quarter. Green Devils lead it 20-7.
My hobby farm is my slice of heaven. From the chickens or from the bees, we're working around the house. I'm building equity in something. Not even 11 months after moving here and starting work, I was able to save and invest, and eventually I was able to get a home. Wouldn't it be possible without Eastman Credit Union? They were always creatively thinking of ways to help me, and it was a really good relationship. 90 years of a better way. That's ECU beside you.
I'm John.
And I'm Robbie.
We own Jonesboro Funeral Home.
We would like to thank our friends, family, and neighbors in the Tri-Cities for believing and trusting in us.
We're proud to call this area home, and while our business may be new, we have strong ties in this community.
We live here,
preach here,
and raise our children here,
and always support our local schools.
We're proud to help our neighbors and loved ones plan for life's unexpected moments.
Jonesboro Funeral Home, here when you need us most.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
3rd and 7 for the Elizabethton Cyclones, who trail by 13 points with 1:30 to play here in the second quarter. Slagle claps his hands, pressure right away. Throw is overthrown, and it's intercepted by the Devils inside the 20. Carrying it back inside the 10, all the way for a score. Isaac McGill. There is a penalty flag on the field.
Toyota Kingsport replay, right side, looks for a spot, and it just opens up for him there at the 2-yard line. Gets it to the end zone, but as you mentioned, there's a flag, so we'll see if it'll be brought back.
Isaac McGill almost looked shocked that the ball was in his hands.
He did, didn't he? You're right.
But he took it all the way back for a score. We'll see if it's going to stand.
It's almost like he looked over and said, Zay, this for you. He threw it to me this time. Yeah, you're right. So we'll see what the penalty is. They haven't put any points on the board just yet.
It looks like it could be in an area for a block in the back on the return. But still no signal here from the officials.
I don't know.
It looks, the Greenville offense looks ready to come on the field. I think this is going to come back for a block in the back, but now the officials, I think, is ready to tell us.
I'll be able to tell you by Spratland's reaction after the official walks away if it's on them or it's on Elizabethan. Yep, it's on them. No, it's on Elizabethan.
The touchdown is going to stand. Illegal blindside block on Elizabethton. The touchdown stands, and it will be enforced on the kickoff. So the INT pick 6 for Isaac McGill stays on the board, and just like that, Kenny, This is now a 3-score football game.
Yeah, the last thing you wanted to do if you're the Cyclones is just give it away. And you've got 2 interceptions back-to-back that ends up in pick sixes. And right now, Greenville has an opportunity to go up 27-7 before we even get halftime. And as we've been mentioning, when we come back out in the second half, Greenville is going to have the ball first.
It really wasn't more than 2 minutes of clock ago that we thought that this was going to be a tie ball game at worst for Elizabethton. Now you're looking at a 26-7 deficit pending the extra point. Gurley's kick is up. Gurley's kick is good. The lead is now 27-7.
Yeah, if you're Elizabethan, this is tough right now. I mean, if you're Coach Witten, I mean, this is one of the situations, hey, let's get to the half and let's just regroup. I don't see them doing anything crazy with 1:18 left in the first half, except trying to run the time off the clock.
No timeouts for the Cyclones when they come back out. The Green Devils still have 2. You could argue and see how greedy they want to get.
You're right.
To if they get too conservative here,
yeah.
But a 27-7 lead is probably even more than Coach Spradlin was thinking he might have just 5 minutes of real time ago.
Yeah. And in fact, we were talking about the fact that Elizabethan said this week we just need to keep it close to give us an opportunity to win this game in the fourth. Now, I'm not saying they can't come back, but, you know, the last thing you want it to be is at 27-7. And then, you know, you got an opportunity. Here's the thing. If I was a coach, which I'm not, but I play one here on TV, I'd kick an onside kick.
Well, there was an exchange there from the sideline.
I'm just saying, if it was me.
It looked like Spradlin might have given him the go-ahead to just boot it out.
Because here's the thing. Even if you don't get it, they're still going to be at about the 35. Still got a long way to go.
Yeah, they're kicking off from Elizabethton's side. You rarely see this. This is because of the illegal blindside block. And they are just going to kick this thing out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. Now we got another flag. This is on the opposite side.
Is it offsides? The rare and unusual offsides on the kickoff.
Which that would be rare. Yep.
That is what it is. So somebody left early.
I think it was I think it might have been Murray.
Noah Murray.
I think
potentially on the far sideline.
Yeah, because he really didn't move. No, it wasn't.
That's Taryn Clarity that was up on the far sideline, but he didn't move.
Yeah,
so it might be hard to have him on sides. The good news for the Green Devils is you're still kicking from midfield here.
Yeah.
Gurley has been excellent with a lot of touchbacks this season. So it stands to reason that this could be really all for nothing.
See if he can make another field goal from here.
He did put the last one through the uprights. Got some cheers from the fans. And sure enough, this thing is going to go back to the end zone.
A little short.
So the Cyclones will have it to start. 1st and 10 from their own 20. 1:18 to play here in the first half.
27-7. And as you just mentioned, just 1 minute ago, and maybe 4 seconds, it was about 13-6 or 7.
Certainly with under 4 minutes to play, this really looked like the game had turned on its head, right? Caden Ball had thrown an interception. Justice Wallen had come up with the pick. Instead, the Green Devils have turned around and scored a couple of quick ones of their own and lead it now by 20. 1st and 10. 3 receivers. The tight end is Smalls. The give. Back there is Landry Buckles, the senior. Takes it ahead for about 3. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
And I think the Green Devils are fine to go into the half with it 27-7 with 2 timeouts. They're not using any.
Green Devils will let this clock run, and I think you're right, Kenny. I think they're content with the 27-7 at the half.
Yeah. Well, I kind of figured it out when they didn't go with my play on the onside kick, okay? I was like, okay, he's just, good tackle that time.
Big tackle up front there from Zorian Harris, the junior, knifing through Kenny. And this defensive line just rotates through. I mean, they got so many guys up there that can make plays.
Toyota Kingsport replay.
Zorian just a junior, 6'1", 285, the big fella up front.
And I think we're going to...
Looks like it.
Head to the locker room.
That's going to be the half. So after 2 quarters of play, with most of the scoring coming in about the last, 3.5 minutes of the second quarter, it's 27-7. The Green Devils on top as we go into the locker room. But now, I'm going to send things down to our Kelly Getz. She's sitting by with the Green Devils head coach, Ace Bradley.
All right, Coach, we got to talk about those 2 interceptions to start. Just incredible energy. What are your thoughts?
We've been able to get some pressure on the quarterback. He's thrown it up, and we've been able to make 2 big plays and 2 really good returns.
And, of course, flags were flying in the first half. Your thoughts on these penalties, especially most of them in favor of Elizabethton?
Yeah, a lot of those, a couple pass interference and some late hit calls. A lot of energy in this game, and, just kids playing hard. We got to make sure we get those corrected in the second half for sure.
And tell us a little bit about the morale on the sidelines, because it's so exciting when you see those interceptions. But, I mean, we have heard kind of just the upset boos and woes from those penalties.
Yeah, we're playing hard. Both teams are playing hard, but our kids are excited. We play with a lot of energy. That's how we've been successful to this point.
All right, Coach, have a great second half. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to you guys in the booth.
Kelly, thank you. Halftime here, 27-7. As the Cyclones, Kenny, really were within striking distance and then some inside the red zone, of course, after that pick from Wallen. And then really, two errant throws, it flips this thing on its head.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Witten is going to go and he's going to talk about the fact that the only reason why they're up by 20 is the fact that we're turning the football over. Okay, we can't do that. You can't do that against any team, but you can't do that against a great team like Greenville. And that's what's happened, and that's the reason why they're down in this contest. So we'll see. Once again, you got to take it. This is a turtle race. This is not a hare race for Elizabethan in the second half.
27-7 in favor of the home team. The Green Devils are on top. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to break down a couple of these teams, certainly the performance of the first half, but also taking a look at these teams and the success that they've continued to have over the years. Stay with us.
Our end of summer sale and clearance is going on now. The more you buy, the more you save. Save up to $550 off your purchase, plus get 0% interest financing. Plus enjoy your furniture now with fast and friendly delivery. For better furniture and better service, you better get to Cannons.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
We were looking for a new house. Couldn't find anything that suited us, and we just happened to be in Johnson City and decided to stop in Preferred Choice. The day that we finished all of the paperwork and we knew this house was ours, I think Preferred Choice could have heard me laughing at their facility. We were ecstatic. I just want to say to anyone who is looking for a new home, if you're just looking for a good, solid home, go to Preferred Choice Homes.
I'm Dr. Greg Stewart at Watauga Orthopedics. We're counting on you, counting on us. Expert orthopedic care is available at our 3 easy-to-access walk-in clinics, in the operating room after an injury, and on the sidelines during the big game.
Plus, we've partnered with the Hurt mobile app to provide fast and free orthopedic advice that's always available, even when we're not. Scan the QR code on your screen, download the app to your mobile device, submit your injury, and receive guidance from the injury experts within minutes.
When you need orthopedic care, count on the experts at Watauga Orthopedics.
At Dempsey's Jewelers, there's one thing we pride ourselves in more than our jewelry, and that's our people. As you make lifelong memories, we make lasting friendships. It's our honor to help, and we're here anytime you need us. When you think jewelry, think Dempsey's Jewelers.
At Dirty Duct Cleaning, our passion is to improve the air quality of your home or business. Those with allergies, asthma, sleep apnea, pet owners, and more will benefit from our services, featuring the highest powered suction hypervac in the industry. Our dryer vent cleaning can help prevent dryer fires and improve dryer efficiency. Dirty Duct Cleaning is family owned and operated, serving the whole Tri-Cities area. Whether your ducts and vents need to be cleaned, repaired, or replaced, call Dirty Duct Cleaning today.
Sleep better with a Tempur-Pedic from Cannons. Get your best night's rest, plus get a free gift of 2 pillows, a mattress protector, and a luxury set of sheets, plus 0% interest and free delivery, setup, and free haul away. Now through Monday at Cannons Fine Home Furnishings in Elizabethton.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Halftime here in Burley Stadium, the marching band getting ready to do what looks to be a spooky rendition behind us. A little spooky in the first half for the Cyclones as they trailed 27-7 to those Green Devils. And as we mentioned before the break, Kenny, it was really the defense of the Devils that made that difference.
Yeah, it was. I mean, first of all, you had Zayden Anderson, who had an unbelievable, maybe a career first half. I mean, first of all, he makes the pick off a defensive guy who had the interception and then races for the touchdown, and then later on he had the interception that took it about 70-something yards, and then McGill again another INT pick six. 2 pick sixes is not good if you're wanting to win a football game.
I don't count me as one of the ones counting out the Cyclones, though, Kenny. As you know, these are 2 premier football programs in this area, 7 combined state championships in between the 2 of them.
Of course, it's all about adjustments, and that's what the Cyclones will have to do at halftime. One of the things we talked about is you got to come back in the second half, and you can't make the mistakes. Just stay under control, stay within yourself. We got a whole half to play.
Yeah, history shows that the winner of this game, Kenny, it typically goes on to experience some pretty big success over in the season. Starting in 2017, the Green Devils marched into Elizabethton. They beat the Cyclones on their way to a perfect season and a state championship. Then in 2018, well, it was pretty much the same story as well.
That's right. From 2019 to 2021, the script flipped for the Cyclones in that 3-year stretch. The Cyclones lost just 2 total games on their way to 3 state championship appearances and 2 wins. They beat Greenville 5 times during that run, losing to them just once in the regular season, but winning every other matchup, including 3 in the postseason.
Yeah, the Green Devils, they've won the last 2 matchups in this one, while going on to win 5 playoff games combined in 2022 and 2023. And history shows this game typically a good indicator for both squads as to where they stand heading into the playoffs.
If you win this game, you're able to host 2 home round playoff games, and you won't have to go on the road to round 3. So really stressing how important it is for the playoffs. This has been our goal for the whole season. We want to be Region 1 4A champs. In order to do that, we got to win this football game. So this has been our focus to get to this point.
You got to be planted where your feet are. You look too far ahead. We're not ready to get there. We're focused on one game at a time, one play at a time, what it takes to be successful here. Those things will translate over to the playoffs. So this game right here is a playoff type game anyway. So it's the most important game on our schedule. Want to be 1-0. You don't win this when you put yourself in a bad situation for the playoffs. So this game's a great game because it's 2 great teams in the same league, fighting for the same thing. It's 2 football towns. So just a lot of times when you played each other twice in 1 year, you bring a lot of pride, a lot of confidence, and a lot of hype to it.
No doubt, Kenny, the winner of this game obviously goes into the postseason not only with 2 home playoff games, but a huge boost of momentum to beat probably the other best team that you're going to see for the next couple of rounds.
Yeah, well, we saw that the last couple of years is coming out of Region 2, and for so many years, Region 1 had dominated that region and went on to the state championship and won a series of championships. It doesn't seem like this could be any different this year. Either one of these teams get past this game, you get 2 home games in the playoffs, and then who knows from there.
We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, Kenny's got something cooking, or at least he's eating.
Oh, it's so tasty.
We're going to find out what it is.
It's good.
We come back. Stay with us.
Are you unhappy with your IRA, CD, or fixed annuity? Call Mears & Associates to discuss ideas that will help your money grow.
SOFA patients with uncontrolled diabetes receive a team approach. Our physicians partner with SOFA clinical pharmacists to prescribe best medications. In-clinic social workers assist patients to decrease medication costs. Other team members include dietitians for nutrition and nurse case managers for calls in between appointments. Surrounding SOFA patients with a team of professionals is one of the ways we go above and beyond.
Here at Kerwin's Volunteer Motors, we've managed to keep our prices below retail. We have 2 great locations on the Volunteer Parkway, just north of the Bristol Motor Speedway. We specialize in pre-owned 4-wheel drive trucks and SUVs. Don't forget about our great selection of Bentelli e-bikes. We also now carry a huge selection of Bentelli street-legal golf carts. So come see me in Harbor for a great deal on your next 4-wheel drive truck.
Get a real deal.
For 95 years, Dillon Taylor Funeral Home has been family-owned, and it has been a privilege to serve the families of Jonesboro and the Washington County area. Our family is committed to continuing the traditions and the customs of the funeral service that you deserve and have come to expect from our firm. Our facility offers a home-like atmosphere, and our staff, all members of this community, strive to provide the best service. Dillon Taylor has earned your trust for 95 years and will continue to earn that trust for the years to come.
O'Sullivan hits the icebox with a hard right hook. And O'Sullivan wins it already. They both brought the heat, but O'Sullivan cooled his opponent down.
Phil's Heating and Air, we knock out the competition.
Obviously, this is one of my favorite parts of the game. It is now time to figure out another tailgating. Chef T from Food City. What do we have today?
We're doing cheesesteaks. I'm from Philly. We got to do cheesesteaks.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's get it started. What do we start with?
Super simple process. We're going to take our vegetables, throw them on the grill. We'll saute them until they get soft.
Okay.
Once they get soft, we'll season them. You have to season everything.
Okay. I was about to say, what are we going to put on?
A little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of onion seasoning.
You don't have like a special mix? You know, something you put together?
I keep everything simple. Salt, pepper, garlic, and onion for everything. It works. Give them a few minutes.
How long?
3 to 5 minutes. Okay. Usually if your grill's pretty hot, they get soft really quick, pretty simple. Once they get soft, then we add the meat to it. You don't want to add the meat to it too fast because that meat cooks in 2 or 3 minutes. It'll be well done long before our vegetables get done. So we'll start with these. Get them tender. As soon as they're tender, we'll add the meat. Shouldn't take us but a few minutes to put our steaks together.
Okay, you put the vegetables on there. You got the meat on there. Cook for about 2 minutes or so. So what's the next thing we're going to do?
Always make sure you season everything before you finish it. Take it off the grill.
And that's salt, pepper,
garlic, and onion.
Garlic and onion. Okay.
We'll throw our cheese on one. And I know there's a giant debate whether it's Cheese Whiz or provolone cheese. So we're going to do both. Now, I put my cheese on there and then throw my roll on top. That's going to help steam all that.
However, you say the biggest mistake that we make here in the South is what?
Toasting your buns. The reason we don't toast them is because when they get crispy, they get kind of stiff. So we steam them up north, which is what we're doing there. That meat, or that steam from that meat, is actually going to help soften all that bread and make it chewy, which is really what the difference is between northern cheesesteaks and southern cheesesteaks. So we did one with whiz, we did one with provolone. We're going to put that on there a few seconds. It's actually going to melt the cheese, and then that cheese is going to completely stick to your bun, so you're going to get cheese in every bite. It makes it a little bit easier. Now, when you're taking these off, instead of trying to like scoop it into a roll, it really works pretty simple. We should be able to just slide our spatula underneath our steak and just flip the whole thing right over.
Just like that. What is the most traditional? The cheese or the cheese whiz?
It really is.
Philadelphia guy.
It's 50-50. I've been both sides of that spectrum. Some prefer that cheese whiz, and some like that provolone.
See, I've always heard it was cheese whiz.
And I eat cheese whiz a lot, but I enjoy provolone because it's got a little bit peppier of flavor. Right. We'll let you decide. I'm going to cut them in half and let you try them. We'll try it once, right?
Don't cut that. Yep. This is right here. This is the cheese whiz.
Yep, that's the cheese whiz, and then this one's the provolone.
I got meat falling out. Okay, what?
It ain't bad, right?
That cheese whiz is pretty good. And it's just cheese right here.
That's just provolone cheese.
Provolone cheese.
Like I said, that provolone's got a little bit of a sharper bite to it.
I don't know, man.
You'll eat them both, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like them both, but I think I'm a cheese whiz guy. Chef T, once again, you have outdone yourself with the cheese steaks. I like both of them, cheese whiz and the cheese. They're both great. And I can taste that pepper in there. That's that little kick at the end.
You got to have jalapenos in that.
That's what it does. And Chef T from Food City. We'll be back in a moment with the rest of the second half.
Kenny Hawkins, little cheesesteak. He saved some.
Let me get that on my face.
Whiz or no whiz?
I think I'm a whiz guy because we did one with cheese, we did one with whiz. You're a Philadelphia guy. You say you're a whiz guy?
No, I need the real cheese. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he made it so fast. I mean, that's one of those you could do tailgating.
It's quick. It's easy. It's delicious. I love
it. Thanks to Food City. That's all.
Greenville up 27-7 at the half. We'll talk more about it on the other side.
At Roto-Rooter, we've tried everything to address plumbing emergencies faster, like the sink siren. Roto-Rooter! Hello? The toilet signals seem fun, but a bit impractical. Of course, we all remember the plumbing drone debacle. That was bad. We even had tiny submarines with little torpedoes to blow up clogs and sometimes pipes. Eventually, we landed on same-day service, and that's pretty darn fast.
Roto-Rooter! You gotta get to Gateway!
Gateway Nissan in Greenville is all about saving you big money with up to $8,000 over book value for your trade. $8,000, or get as low as 0% APR financing for 36 months, plus $1,250 select bonus cash on select new Nissan Rogue models, and 3 years complimentary maintenance and lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra charge. Gotta get to Gateway.
Down in Gateway Country, yeah, we treat you right.
You gotta get to Gateway.
Hey, Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. Due to an overwhelming response to our blowout sale, we are extending it till November 15th. Get 8 Energy Star rated double hung double pane windows for $52.05, or upgrade to our most energy efficient triple pane windows for only $59.54. All windows include a true lifetime warranty, including labor. And remember, we install year round. Don't miss out on this sale.
Call, click, or visit the Window Source today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $300. Kubota of Kingsport. We're more than just equipment.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back. Elizabethton trailing Greenville here in a Region 1 4A battle, 27-7. Kenny Hawkins, Nick Dugan here with you. And Kenny, it's important we say 4A sometimes because with some of the big fellas running around out there, the teams, people forget that these are 2 4A schools playing football out there tonight.
Despite being far from the largest schools in Northeast Tennessee, Elizabethan and Greenville regularly go toe-to-toe and win against those 5A and 6A schools. That includes the programs like Science Hill, Dobbins Bennett, Tennessee High, Gang and Boone, and David Crockett, among others. Coach Spratlin and Coach Witten explain why they schedule these teams and how they have consistently had success against them.
Well, our guys get ready for it. They know the expectations. That's what they sign up for before the season, and that's why you do all the hard work to play against the better competition. So, we've always took pride and, had a great deal of confidence when we played these games. And when you grow up in the farm systems and, the elementary schools and, you learn to go against these green teams. We don't even call them by names, just call them by the colors. But, guys just respect the opponents, come out and play well. And we understand that, big games is when you got to step up and play your best football.
With us, it starts with how hard we work in the weight room. We never take any time off. During the season, we're working out 3 to 4 times a week. We're not just in there maintaining. We're in there to get stronger. Then it goes to, how hard we practice. We got to schedule teams like that to make us the best football team we can be. First and foremost, not many teams are lining up that just want to play us that are our size. So we're having to schedule, really good 5 and 6A teams. And, playing, this year we battled with Alcoa, who ended up beating Maryville last week. So, a good test for us to see where we're at. And we learned a lot from that game. Yeah, we lost the football game, but we're a better football team for playing those teams.
these are two teams that consistently schedule very big, very tough out-of-conference opponents. You saw 2 losses on the schedule for Elizabeth, and that's because they went out and played Science Hill in a rivalry battle, and a close game that they played against Dobbins Bennett, another 6A school in Tennessee as well.
Yeah, exactly. We just saw this past week Alcoa moving up to 4A. They could actually play in 5 or 6A, to be completely honest with you.
6A schools regularly.
Yeah, exactly. And these two teams could do the same. I mean, they're in 4A, but they could actually play in 5A, and we've seen what they've done against 6A teams. But right now, they like where they're at. I mean, they're staying in their lane, and right now it comes down to them basically about every year, and it comes down to this game right here as far as who steps into the driver's seat.
It's really interesting. You look at the classification, just the benchmarks. It's 734 to 1,121 kids. That's the 4A level. These schools aren't very large. They're doing an excellent job, obviously, getting these guys ready and playing at significantly high competition.
And then people wonder, okay, well, what's the difference between 4A, 5A, and 6A? It's a matter of the selections. You have more kids that are going to come out at 5A and 6A, so you got more to choose from when it comes to your football team. Usually they have more depth than everybody else because the school is a lot bigger. But as you said earlier, it's not the biting the dog or barking the dog or whatever. It's just heart. And these two teams play with heart, and I don't care who they match up against, whether it's in a parking lot or wherever, they're coming to fight.
There's no doubt about it. And still more fight coming up here in the second half. We're going to take one more break. We're getting closer to the second half kickoff here on ABC Tri-Cities and WJHL.com. Stay with us.
The biggest savings of the year with rates as low as 0% and discounts up to $11,000 at Champion GMC Kingsport. 24 Sierra, $1,500 discounts up to $11,000 off. 24 Sierra HDs, $4,000 off. Champion GMC Stone Drive Kingsport, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Preferred Choice Homes, we're making home ownership a reality. As a locally owned independent dealer, Preferred Choice Homes puts you first. Whether you're looking for a double wide or single wide, visit our experts in Johnson City or Morristown. Choose from top brands like Fleetwood, Champion, and Clayton, with hundreds of floor plans to fit your needs. With available land and financing options, we'll help you find the perfect home to fit your budget. Visit Preferred Choice Homes today and start your journey to home ownership.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
Welcome to Valley Forge Wholesale, where we have something for everyone.
We have top brand name closeouts, overstocks, and liquidations below wholesale prices. Everything from toys to beauty supplies. You have to see it to believe it. Shop us often so you don't miss out. If you see it today, you better grab it because it may not be here tomorrow. New items are delivered daily, so make sure you check us out weekly to see what's new.
New merchandise at wholesale prices. Come to Pop Store and save on your sale.
It's the biggest savings of the year with rates as low as 0% and discounts up to $11,000 at Champion GMC Kingsport. 24 Terrain, $5,500 off. 24 Canyon, $3,000 off. 24 Yukon, $6,000 off. Champion GMC Stone Drive Kingsport, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Burley Stadium, high above Burley Stadium, as you can see on our drone cam, brought to you by Mountain Dew and Food City. And it's feeling a little chillier up here in the press, but it's starting to feel like November a little bit.
It is. When I come prepared, you know what they say. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So I've had my jacket on all night long because I knew it'd get a little chilly. But it's football weather. It's a great night. We had showers earlier. Not really showers, but sprinkles, mist. Yeah. And then that moved out, and it's been a great night for football.
An excellent night for football. It's been an excellent night so far for the Green Devils defense that actually accounts for half of their 27 points. Tonight they lead 27-7. Cyclones still looking to come back out strong in the second half, and R. Kelly Getz right now is with head coach Sean Witten.
All right, we're about to get the second half underway. What are your thoughts going into that?
Defense has played great, just too many mistakes on our offense. We've been in the game. We've made the plays. We just can't turn the ball over. So they're doing a good job of getting past us. We like where we were, but just too many mistakes.
And that overall mood in the locker room.
Well, I mean, it shows that we're capable of competing, and playing. And, we just got to make a commitment to, finish this second half and make a commitment to get back here in the third round.
All right, Coach, have a great second half. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the booth as we resume play soon.
Kelly, thanks so much. You heard Coach talk about it there. I mean, the message has to be, if you're the coach, right? It's just those couple plays. I mean, they are playing with this football team, likes the pass rush, likes the way they're moving the ball on offense. It's just those turnovers that have bitten.
Yeah, you tell your football team the score is actually 13-7. Okay, that's what the score is. That's what you need to think when you go out there, because if not for the 2 turnovers, this would be a lot closer game. That's what you did in the first half. You got sloppy in the second half, and it cost you. So, first thing, they got to stop them on this opening drive, because Greenville has the football. I mean, this could be a put-the-game-away drive if they're not able to stop them.
Devils coming out on offense, and we've talked a lot about their big playability. You often think about the guys on offense, whether it's Anderson, Quillen, but we didn't think about the big playability on defense, Kenny, because they've got that there too, as they've already shown with 2 pick sixes, 1 from Isaac McGill and 1 from Anderson so far tonight.
Well, they have halftime, and then, which is something I'm not really used to, but when the clock runs out, they put another 3 minutes on, and they put another 3 minutes on here, and still Elizabethton wasn't out. I mean, Elizabethton just came out just a few minutes ago, so that had to be one of the longest halftime speeches given in a while. So we'll see. There's no stretching, and I'm sure that everyone got a I'm sure there will. I mean, you don't go in peeling the paint off the wall, okay? Because really, other than the mistakes, they actually played a pretty good first half. I mean, they did what they wanted to do. They wanted to control the time of possession. They got themselves down in the red zone several times, but you just can't make those mistakes that they made.
It's because of those mistakes is where we stand, 27-7, as the Cyclones boot this one away. High line drive. It's quite the kick out the back of the end zone, and it's a little more jawing, some pushing and shoving as it happens with rivalries, but no penalty flags there, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Green Devils. They start on their own 20.
What's funny that I get is the fact that even though we've had a lot of jawing and there's, bad blood on the field when you're playing in a rivalry like this, these are 2 teams and 2 coaches that respect each other a lot.
No doubt.
I mean, they really do. I mean, if you listen to Coach Whitten, he's the first one to tell you that we patterned our program years ago really off of Greenville, because they were doing it right. They were winning championships, and he got his team into the locker room and things of that nature, and then they were able to turn it around and go down and win back-to-back state championships. Really should have won a 3rd. So a lot of respect from the head coaches, and when it comes to each other's football team.
No doubt about it. A ton of mutual respect, and both of the coaches talked about it again this week, as well as Carson Quillen going to get the call. I don't even know if you could say it was a quiet half. The young man scored a touchdown. We're so used to seeing big numbers in the first half. The Green Devils have done so well putting teams away early. He has that touchdown. He's gotten some big chunk plays, but really it's been Anderson and some of those guys that have gotten the super big plays so far, if you will.
Greenville is most dangerous when Quillen gets help from the supporting cast, and he did in that first half.
It's a very well-executed RPO. Ball looked like he was going to keep it, then flipped it out to Griffin, and Griffin's going to get close. I think it's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 29. No huddling here. Now, it hasn't been a lot of huddling from Greenville. They don't like to get in the huddle very much. They'll get the play from the sideline, right, and they'll just go again. 4 receivers plus the back. It's Quillen. The give is to Quillen. Over the right side, not much, but it's plenty for the first down. He needed just 1. He got 2.
That's just hard to stop.
First down.
Yeah, it's hard to stop him, and as he comes off the left side, and he's behind big number 75 or 77. Sorry. He's one of the biggest ones on the line, if not the biggest. So that's the side that they're going to run off most of the time.
Yeah, it's the right tackle, Zorian Harris, out there. 6'1", 285. Caden Ball going to keep this one. Caden Ball somehow finds a lane again and snakes his way for 12. Kenny, that is the second time tonight that Caden Ball has found a hole that's just not there.
Take a look at this Toyota Kingsport. Look, all you see is his head coming through the crowd. I mean, you saw him moving. Almost looked like he was running in place, but you saw him moving, and he just squirts out the back end and picks up a first down.
Really is remarkable. He got 12 on the play. Zach Wallen was in from the strong safety position to make the stop. Two receivers, two tight ends. Heavier set. They're going to run Quillen. Quillen over midfield. Finally wrangled down at about the 48-yard line, but they're into Cyclone territory for another play gain of about 8, to bring up 2nd and 2.
Let me tell you, this is where Quillen is most dangerous, and here's why. Okay, I'm not calling him Travis Henry. Derrick Henry, but I remember Travis Henry, too, at UT. But he's a lot like Derrick Henry, and that is the opposing team gets tired in the second half while he gets stronger. And that's part of the work that he does in the weight room. We're going to see a hefty load of Quillen in the second half.
That was the biggest thing when we talked to him before the season. How do you improve on an all-state season where he had over 1,200 yards? And he said, I got stronger. Got in the weight room and got stronger, and it's made a big difference. Caden Ball carries this one for a Pisgah Roofing first down. Greenville fans maybe wanting some laundry for extracurriculars. You're not going to get much out of Carson Quillen if you're trying to rile him up. He's a very level-headed guy.
You're right, and the coach talked about that. In fact, the opposing coach talked about that. In fact, Coach Witten said that if you were to put a picture of a player in the dictionary of how you wanted them to be on and off the field, it would be Carson Quillen.
Yeah, he was very complimentary of number 12 in black there. The way he carries himself on and off the field in the classroom in particular. And look at him running over defenders for another 12-yard gain. It seems like it's 12 at a pop for number 12 as he goes for another Pisgah Roofing first down.
And watch him carry one of the defenders 3 yards over the left side, right here, there. At least 3 yards before he's finally brought down. And as I mentioned, he gets stronger. And this is when you need to try and stop him.
That clock is ticking. Greenville is matriculating. It is 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end shift. Quillen fakes it. Ball's going to keep it. This time he's wrapped up pretty nicely there. That's Justice Wallen, amongst others, in on the stop for Elizabethton. It's a short gain, maybe of about 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Good tackle, good defensive stop that time by Elizabethan. Stayed in their gaps, didn't allow him to get through. He probably thought about handing it off, kept it himself. It's funny to see this young quarterback continue to grow each season. Of course, you've not been here long enough. I used to cover his dad when he played here at Greenville.
Yeah, he's a coach's kid. This time they give us to Quillen. He runs someone over inside the red zone to the 15, 10, going to get to the pylon, but a flag comes in. I have a feeling this one might be coming back. Toyota Kingsport replay will show us. Carson Quillen, as you mentioned, Kenny, he just gets stronger. Lowering the shoulder,
right,
gets to the corner with the speed, but I think that this one's going to be coming back.
It was holding on, they were holding 22 for the Cyclones. Turn him all the way around. Everybody holds, okay? Let's just get it straight. Everybody holds. But you can't be obvious and turn them all the way around 360 because you're going to get called every time.
The hold does bring it back. It brings it back. They actually gain a yard, I believe, if I recall. It was 2nd and 8, and now it's 2nd and 7. So because of a spot foul, the hold happened so far down the field. They actually do gain a yard, but it's still 2nd down.
You can have a penalty, but still have a gain. I just don't know why that should be.
On the hold, hold is a spot foul.
Yeah.
Ball fighting, still on his feet. He gets close to that marker. I don't think he's quite going to get there, but another excellent effort by the quarterback to get him close. It's going to be 3rd down and a long one, I believe, coming up. We were talking about Ball, Kenny. The word that Coach Spradlin used to describe him in one word was explosive. I mean, and that's saying a lot for a junior quarterback that came in and won the job this year, competed for it last year, and he's going to hand off to another explosive guy in Quillen, and Quillen waltzes into the end zone for a 23-yard touchdown for the Green Devils.
Well, watch the speed right up the middle, and then cuts it a little bit to his left side. As I mentioned, they get stronger, he gets stronger, and right there he gets into the end zone. I was trying to see if there was a flag down. I thought they were, but I guess not. They fired the cannon, so a touchdown for Greenville. It's about to be possibly a 34-7 game, and so if you're Elizabethton, you're going to have to come out of your comfort zone and just hope that you don't make some of the same mistakes that you made in the first half.
Yeah, Coach Witten, said they were going to have to, try some things, and it looks like now is that time when they get the ball back here. 6:27 to play in the third quarter, 34-7. The Green Devils on top at Burley Stadium.
It's Truck Month at Johnson City Ford, and we've got some deals for you. Save as much as $10,000 on new F-150. Buy a new Super Duty for as little as $49.5 or save $6,000 on the all-new Explorer. Hey, these deals are at Johnson City Ford or at johnsoncityford.com.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
It's saving season at Johnson City Toyota. Drive a new Camry for $301 a month. A RAV4 is just $303 a month. Or drive a four-wheel drive Tacoma for just $289 a month. And all come with a lifetime warranty at Johnson City Toyota.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Burley Stadium, 34-7. The Green Devils lead as they take up 5:33 on that opening drive of the half. We're going to send things down to Kelly Getz. A little bit of a recap of that opening drive. Kelly?
Well, you guys saw it firsthand. I mean, just Carson Quillen is an absolute monster. Incredible. People are loving it here on the Greenville sidelines. Definitely not as much on the Elizabethton sidelines, but it's incredible to see what he's been able to do throughout the first half and starting off this second half strong. And it looks like we're about to start gameplay again, so I'm going to send it right back up to you in the booth, Kenny and Nick.
Kelly, thank you so much. Kenny, I think Carson might have heard me when I said he hadn't been quiet, but, he hadn't been the guy, and then he was the guy on the drive as the kickoff is mishandled but picked back up by Mathis. Mathis makes one guy miss and stumbling out to about the 18-yard line. Now, Quillen heard me. He was the guy on that drive to open the second half.
Well, they say that, you never pull on Superman's cape, okay? Right. And that's what you did because he's started to pick up steam. And, if you listen to us at the beginning of the second half, we talked about the fact that he gets stronger, and they're going to give it to him a lot, and they did on that first drive. So Elizabethton right now is you need to get something. You need to get something positive, whether it's a touchdown or whether it's a field goal. The last thing you want to do is that you want to turn this ball over.
Yeah, Coach Witten said out of the half to our Kelly Getz, said the turnovers. He said we were in this game. It's just the turnovers that have cost us. And, well, now they find themselves down 4 scores here and going to need to get that consistency back. And they've been able to drive the ball when they haven't turned it over.
And I've liked the little pass out in the flat a couple of times that they've done. I'm sure they're going to have to get back to it because they're going to be able to run it the entire time.
Isaac McGill in on the stop. That might be something else we see. Keep it in the hands of Rhett Slagle, who's very efficient on the ground. It has been this season. He gets about 4, so it's 2nd and 6 upcoming.
The only bad thing about that is the Green Devils will allow that all day. Because then at that time now you're fighting against the clock. I mean, you got 5 minutes right now in the third period. So they're going to have to open it up a little bit if they're going to try and get back in this contest.
2nd and 6. Snap, give, up the middle. Big hole for Mathis. Mathis gets all the way out to the 34-yard line. It's enough for a Pisgah Roofing first down.
Good run. Let's take a look at the Toyota Kingsport replays. He goes over the right side, then turns on the jets right here. Picks up about 15 yards before he's finally brought down.
Coach Witten said Mathis and Buckles, those are probably the speediest guys we've got on the entire offense. Mathis, of course, also the kick returner back there, and he's been showing off that speed tonight in multiple facets.
Sounds like a law firm. Mathis and Buckles. That's what it does.
Future plans.
There you go.
Who knows what the young man will do. Claps his hands. Slagle's going to keep this one again himself on the right. Flag comes in from the backfield. This is going to come back after a 5-yard gain from Slagle and the keeper.
Other than the turnovers, the other thing that they can't afford to do is mistakes. Because that, you can't take 4 yards forward and 5 yards back.
Isaac McGill, the safety for the Green Devils, who has a pick 6 tonight, came up limping. He's going to come off the field under his own power, but he's going to need a breather. That hold will back him up 10, make it 1st and 20 from the 24-yard line. Clock is rolling under 5 minutes now in the third quarter. And Kenny, you mentioned it, not only is it a 28-point game, but they are probably going to have to really think about taking a shot here just because of how much time that Devils possession ate up to start the third quarter.
Well, I mean, you're now at 1st and 15. Good pass right there. I mean, they're going to have to do things like that. Getting into a yak situation, yards after the catch, allow your wide receivers to hopefully get it downfield, pick up yardage and first downs.
Bryson Rowland, the senior, number 13, over the right side there, gets a good chunk back to make it 2nd and 5.
The only problem is I would not go. Both sides are dangerous, but I wouldn't go to the left side where Zayden Anderson. That should be like Revis Island, like in the NFL. You shouldn't go that side because that has burned you twice tonight.
Instead, they'll keep it on the ground. Not much there either. Armbrister making the stop for the Green Devils defense. Maybe the gain of about a half yard or so, but it's going to keep it at 3rd and about 5, a long 5 here upcoming.
Really, with the score 34-7 with 3:28 to go, 3rd down and 5. If you're Elizabethan, you get to a point where now you're working on things for the playoffs, okay? And that is, first of all, is not losing your confidence and showing that you can go down the field and score the football. And that's what I think that's what they're doing right now.
In the pistol set, Slagle evades the pressure. He's got himself a 1st down over midfield, still scrambling inside the 45 to about the 43. It's plenty for a Pisgah Roofing 1st down.
Let's take a look at the Toyota Kingsport replay. He's going to throw it, and all of a sudden he sees an opening and keeps the football, which is a smart move. You don't see anything right. His first read, he takes off. And then I was about to say you might want to get down, but, still picked up 5 yards before getting out of bounds.
He had a linebacker coming on the blitz. That area gets vacated, and Slagle found it and exploited it.
Yeah, and he saw that linebacker, and he knew that linebacker was looking at him like a pork chop on the last one on the plate. That's the reason why you got to get out of bounds.
Give over the left side, and it's a low tackle.
This might be a bad injury. You hate to see that.
That's Landry Buckles, the senior, was holding that left leg. He is still down.
I mean, he took a shot right in the knee.
So the injury here to Buckles, and we're going to step aside quickly while the trainers attend to him. 34-7 is the lead for the Green Devils with 2:48 to play in the third quarter.
O'Sullivan hits the icebox with a hard right hook. And O'Sullivan wins it already. They both brought the heat, but O'Sullivan cooled his opponent down.
Phil Seating and Air, we knock out the competition. Looking for top-notch roofing and restoration services? Look no further than Pisgah Roofing and Restoration. They're your local experts in quality craftsmanship and competitive pricing. From re-roofs to roof repairs, siding, windows, solar energy, and guttering systems. We do it all with a passion for perfection. Serving the Tri-Cities, Pisgah Roofing and Restoration is your trusted and local partner. Contact us at 423-930-9066 for your roofing and restoration needs.
Building strong roofs, building stronger communities.
The ColorTex friendly pros specialize in restoring your home or business quickly after fire, smoke, storm, or water damage with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. When you need the best cleaning and restoration, call ColorTex. We make indoor living healthier.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Burley Stadium. Greenville Green Devils leading the Elizabethan Cyclones 34-7. Before the break, senior running back for the Cyclones, Landry Buckles, looked to suffer an injury to that left leg. They're still tending to him down there, Kenny. Looks like they're kind of stretching. We don't want to be sideline doctors. Looks like kind of stretching something in that left leg.
Yeah, I mean, neither one of us have our doctor's license, but if that was the knee, they wouldn't be stretching it like they were. I think he actually got hit in the shin.
They definitely took a low hit out there on that run.
Yeah, I mean, it flipped him over because he hit him low, but I think he took it on the shin. Yeah, because he's walking, so it's definitely not knee, and hopefully he'll be okay. He'll get over there, and he's if not able to come back tonight, hopefully he'll be in the next game.
And glad to see him walk off under his own power.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 7 for the Cyclones. With 2:48 left in this third quarter, and it's a 4-score game. There's still some time left, but that clock really is ticking down now. We're going to send things down to Kelly Getz as a report from the sideline.
Pizza in Greenville.
Yeah, Kenny, I think you're right. I think it was a shin hit. That's what it looked like when he was getting up. We always like to see when players are able to get back up off the field. No telling when he will be back in the game. He is going over to the training table right now to get a little bit extra help, but we're going to resume some gameplay here. But scary situation. All okay in the end. We'll send it right back up to you in the booth.
Kelly, thanks. Glad to see the young man get up. But another one thrown down. Zorian Harris, a big sack.
Let me tell you something. When you got that load coming at you, 6'1", 285, oh my goodness, you got to get rid of it. I mean, that was quick. I understand why he's getting looks, whether it be D2 or D1 or whatever. He's fast at that 275. He got back there in a hurry.
A big stop, which makes it a very long third down, which is a situation that Coach Witten told us on Thursday is not where this team wants to be. It is not where they succeed with their personnel.
And with 1:50-something to go, you're in a 2-down situation. Good pass.
But a nice pass over the middle. That's really where they've succeeded in this pass game today, Kenny. And it's another one to Zach Wallen, who had the touchdown. Gets them close, and now it's 4th and manageable.
Yeah, I mean, other than 3rd and 20 or whatever, you're right. Now it's 4th and about, 4 or 5 yards. This is what you want to stay in. Unfortunately, you're going to have to use all downs if you want to get back in this game.
4 receivers. In the back is Mathis. Slagle claps his hands. Looks like he's going to keep it, then comes out looking to throw. He's not going to have the chance. Swallowed up on the back end. It's the senior C.J. Reyes off the edge for a turnover on downs.
That almost looked like the old Tim Tebow play where you kind of drive into the line and then all of a sudden you do a jump throw. The Devils had it defended perfectly, and then he got pushed in the backfield. There's really nothing he could do.
3 sacks coming into this one for Reyes. It's one of the best markers on the team, and he adds himself another to the stat sheet as the Devils will take back over on offense with 1:10 to play here in the third quarter.
Greenville takes over again. I think we know who's going to get the football. I'm just going to throw it out there. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure who's going to get the football.
Kenny called it. Carson Quillen using those legs to get him out. Another 8-yard gain. He seems to get 8 to 12 almost every time. It's 8 for Carson Quillen. It brings up 2nd and 2. They're already into Cyclone territory.
Hey, let me tell you something. That tape on Cade Ball, it's pretty bright. I mean, I think if we cut all the lights off here, all we would see is just him walking around. I mean, that's a pretty green. We could have shot maybe with that later, but that's pretty green tape.
A little brighter than the Green Devil green, maybe, but
that is out there.
He's got the ankles, wrists, little bicep tape out there just in case. Ball, he excels at that so well, looking almost like climbing his way through the pile of bodies to get himself enough for a Pisgah Roofing first down.
Yeah, obviously what he's doing is he's reading the linebacker, and you want to see if he's going to come inside, if he's going to read you, if he's reading the running back, and so you hold it as long as you can, and obviously he's seeing them reading the running back, which would be Quillen, and that's understandable.
Super patient was the junior. They're going to let this tick down and head to the 4th quarter. Greenville leading 34-7, 1 quarter away from a Region 1 4A regular season championship here in Burley Stadium. We'll take a quick break. We have 4th quarter action on the other side.
Soft drinks are just a buck at Wendy's. Any size, any time. 3 p.m. Dollar Fanta. 10 p.m. Sprite. 7:46 a.m. Coke. You're so free. Dollar soft drinks, any size, gotta be Wendy's.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, it's our goal to make your experience a great one. Quick Stop Markets provide sanitized and clean stores, well-lit parking lots, a friendly staff, and a large selection of products. Thank you for choosing Marathon, an American-owned company. Thank you for choosing Quick Stop Markets, a locally owned company. It is an honor to be a part of your busy day. Stop in at a locally owned Marathon Quick Stop Market today, where we make it easy to run in when you run out.
Soft drinks are just a buck at Wendy's. Any size, any time. 3 p.m. Dollar Fanta. 10 p.m. Sprite. 7:46 a.m. Coke. You're so free. Dollar soft drinks, any size, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
High atop Burley Stadium as we get set for 4th quarter action. Of course, our drone cam brought to you by Mountain Dew and Food City tonight. 12 minutes left. 34-7 is that lead for the home squad. And, well, Kenny, after a very high-scoring 2nd quarter, it was just a 1 touchdown, but a very long drive to start that 3rd quarter for the Green Devils. They've got it again and doing more of the same, just methodically taking things down the field.
Well, they, along with Elizabethton, they're trying to eat as much clock as possible. So they're going to run the football the majority of the time. And we got a lot of movement up front.
Looking for the jet sweep to Jariah Griffin. Instead, it's going to be a false start to bring things back 5 yards. We'll try again. You could see everybody was pulling for that jet sweep to Jariah Griffin.
Oh, yeah. As we mentioned earlier, he started the season playing at Elizabethton and then joined Greenville about 4 games ago. And he's become an important part of this offense.
They could maybe run the same play, but not. And nice tackle. Good work. Carson Quillen almost gave him the stiff arm there, but instead he's going to be brought down. It's good work there from Ben Adams.
That was a huge tackle. I'm going to give him credit. I mean, that was a huge tackle because he got the stiff arm, and like we've talked about, it's hard to bring Quillen down, but that was a good tackle. That was a good tackle.
It's a rare loss in the run game for the Green Devils. It's 2nd and 19. Fakes the give. RPO to Griffin. Griffin runs into his own guy. Still going to get past midfield to about the 48. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
That's usually when you go to the wide receiver, you go, what are you doing? I said, had you been blocking, you would have been there. Well, I would have run into you. Yeah. Wow.
Cole Franklin and Dry Griffin had a little meeting out there on the near sideline. 3rd and 13 for the Green Devils. 5 receivers on the set.
Keep an eye on number 1 at the bottom of your screen. Nope,
instead, they're going to run a draw for Ball, and Ball gets barreled. I think they just pushed him past the first down marker.
Watch this again. Keeps it himself. He got everybody out wide, so he stretched the defense, keeps it, goes up the middle. Nice cut there, and then that hit there by 27 launched him forward.
Yeah, that was Smalls. Kyron Smalls that bounced him ahead, and he actually landed past the first down marker for a Pisgah Roofing first down. And they're going to take it at the 34. It's 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles.
Helmet off or blood or
Griffin. It's hard to know. I think there's a chance it could have been a knee pad, maybe. I don't know how strict they are with that, but Dry Griffin was asked to come off the field, so they'll try again. Give is to Quillen. Quillen jumps in the hole, forward, rolling past the 30-yard line to about the 29. So a nice pickup there of about 5 yards to bring up 2nd and 5.
But then he comes right back in. So he must have lost his helmet. We just didn't see it. And he had to come out of the game for one play.
Number 30 in black back in there in the slot on the far side. It's one of 2 receivers. The 2 tight ends. Quillen is the back. He shifts. And Ball's going to keep it. He's going to keep it himself. Griffin was looking for the pass potentially, but Ball keeps it near the red zone. Not quite going to get to the 20, but it's enough for a Pisgah Roofing first down.
Good read that time. I mean, what you got to do is go down the line, and that's exactly what he did. Decide to keep it, and picks up, as you mentioned, a Pisgah Roofing first down. And I don't know if he's as fast as his dad just yet. They still got another year to go, right?
Another year.
I mean, they're close, but his dad was pretty fast when he played.
No doubt about it. Been efficient, been explosive. This time to Quillen. Quillen bouncing off defenders, finally driven back, and they're going to give him forward progress for maybe a gain of about 3 or so. Landry Buckles, the senior, in on the stop.
Buckles has played a really good game. I mean, he's been in a number of tackles that we've talked about, pass breakups, and he's played a really good game.
He's also the one that took the hit down here low on his shin. So good to see him back out on the field.
You're right. But I will tell you this. He's going to leave a bruise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenny got the binoculars out. He could see it forming already.
Yeah, it's going to leave a bruise.
This brings up 2nd down and 8 for 19. Tight end in motion. Give is to Quillen, running right behind. And he's going to get himself to the 10-yard line. Another Pisgah Roofing first down, as we can see here on our Toyota Kingsport replay upcoming. They like to do this, Kenny. We talked about they are a power running team. They shift Colton Smith into that gap, let him block for Quillen, and let Quillen go.
You know, I don't know if you got this from Eddie Spratlin this week when we were talking to him, but he kind of came across like he's heard about maybe you should do this play or this play. He says, no, this is what we do.
That's right.
You know, we're meat taters. We're right up the middle, you know, mano y mano. I don't know. That's the way I kind of got it when he made that comment.
Yeah, I think that it's hard not to wonder about the potential of some of their big threats as there's a flag down on the play. Offsides on the defense. They stopped the play, so it must have been with contact. So that'll move him 5 yards closer. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5. But back to our point with Spradlin, I think that people probably do wonder, hey, you've got Zayden Anderson on the outside. Yeah. You've got Quillen. You would maybe shift him outside. You got some of these other wide receivers. Dry Griffin coming in midseason. He said, we're an inside zone team.
Right.
This is what we like to do, and this is what we're good at. 1st and 5. Ball on the keeper. Right side. Stretching. I think he's going to be dragged down short, but another penalty flag.
Let me tell you something. The guy that's going to have the most worn-out arm after this game are the officials. Another flag.
And it's going to go against the Devils. Looks like a hold. From the spot of the foul, they're going to take it back 10 yards. So that'll take it. And if you can believe it, it's still first down.
Unbelievable.
This time from the 15.
So first and goal.
First and goal from the 15.
I don't think Greenville has thrown it downfield one time.
Well,
I'm talking about deep.
Yeah, the long touchdown pass that Anderson had to swipe away from 69 yards. That was certainly the biggest play that they looked downfield. Quillen breaking one tackle, two tackles. How about a third just for good measure as he saunters into the end zone for a touchdown?
Yeah, as we take a look at the Toyota Kingsport replay, you get it out to Quillen. He gets off to the left side. Now he's got a full head of steam. There was a holding there that they missed, and then he makes the last guy miss, and as you said, walks into the end zone.
Casually strolling in backwards. That's how you know you've got plenty of time as the score reaches 40-7. Armbruster has to come off on the extra point. He's got some blood on his elbow. He's been in on a couple of tackles.
Yes, he is.
Samuel Gurley for another extra point. Snap, hold, kick, all are good. 41-7 is your new score here as the Green Devils are rolling at home with 7:06 left in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break. More high school football action when we come back.
Exciting news, Tri-Cities. It's the grand reopening of Kia of Johnson City. Experience our new state-of-the-art facilities and drive home with 0% for 72 months. Plus, the all-new 25 Kia Carnival Hybrid is here. Come see us today or shop us online at KiaJC.com.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
Exciting news, Tri-Cities. It's the grand reopening of Kia of Johnson City. Experience our new state-of-the-art facilities and drive home with 0% for 72 months. Plus, the all-new 25 Kia Carnival Hybrid is here. Come see us today or shop us online at KiaJC.com.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action, and the Green Devils continue to roll. It is now 41-7 after the 15-yard touchdown run from Carson Quillen. We'll have more from our Kelly Getz after that touchdown run for the Devils as they lead it big. Hey, Kelly.
Ooh, Nick, 41-7. They are running away with it. I think a lot of people were hoping this would be a closer game. Well, obviously not the Green Devils. They definitely wanted this to be the way it's going. It's been exciting. I mean, the sidelines are electric. Some people have actually left the stands because they're like, we already know how this is going to go, especially on the Elizabethton sidelines. So we've got 7 minutes left in this game, and here we go. Back to you.
Kelly, thanks. The kickoff is bobbled briefly. C.J. Mathis, and he's going to get turned back. He's not even going to make it to the 20-yard line. Gets to maybe the 17. As we take a look at our Toyota Kingsport replay.
They have had a problem in catching the football off this. It's not like a bunch of wind in the air. It just kind of slows you down. You can't get behind the wall. So now you're kind of out there by yourself. And as you can tell, he gets tackled by a host of Green Devils.
So it'll bring up 1st and 10 for Elizabethton, who now really needs something to go right here with 6:23 and counting. Slagle has Jaybird next to him. The give will go up the middle to Jaybird, and he's going to carry some defenders a couple of yards. Nice gain there for about 5 or so. Brings up second and about 5, maybe a long 4.
I think we're going to see a lot of Jaybird and a lot of Slagle on this possession. I mean, it's 5:53. As I talked about building confidence, you would love to see yourself go down there and put it into the end zone at least one time here in the second half.
Second down and 4 is the official count here. 3 receivers, the tight end, and another give to Jaybird. Jaybird this time is going to get undercut near the line.
He's going to be close to a first down. I think it'll be 3rd and about 3 or 2 yards for the Cyclones.
They're going to give him that first. They're moving the chains. Wow. I thought he was short, but they're going to give him a Pisgah Roofing first down. That clock, though, continues to run, Kenny, and now it's inside 5 minutes, and I think you're right. This is where they probably are working on stuff for next week now, as the Cyclones guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, but it looks like the Devils are on their way to 2 home playoff games here.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do is get anybody hurt. So you're gonna run the football, because now you're trying to kill the clock and get on out of here and get ready for the first round of the playoffs next week. I mean, when you take away, listen, the only time that we really saw any domination, basically, has been in the second half. First half was all about the mistakes. If not for the mistakes, Elizabethton was in this football game at 13-7. But second half so far has been really all Greenville.
And really just a couple of possessions. It's been the long, grinding possessions that they finished off with touchdowns, as Slagle looking to take it over the near sideline, but Brandon Iizzi makes the stop. That's not great, though, as he comes out
I think that's a cramp.
Limping, and he kind of holds
his arm
left
too.
arm a little bit limp. We'll see. Hopefully he can get right.
Yeah, nothing worse than 2 injuries. When you come off, if it's not your leg, it's your arm too. That's the worst. So hopefully he'll be okay. But as we talked about in the first half, really no urgency here. Elizabethton's taking much time, and they're going to get the play clock as low as possible before they snap this football. We're now under 10 seconds. They're still trying to line up and trying to run as much clock off as possible.
3rd and 9. They'll go to the air. Slagle still looking. Now he has to escape the pocket to the far sideline, but he's going to be brought down. A big stop by Griffin in the backfield. Take a look at the replay, a Toyota Kingsport replay, and Griffin, well, he's not in the pocket, but he's at least going to get a TFL for that.
Gets that to the side. He tried his best to find somebody downfield, couldn't do that. So now the Cyclones are going to have to kick it away. And you're kicking, you're kicking the Quillen. You might want to angle it so you can kind of get it out of bounds.
The punt is away. Quillen will call for a fair catch with his heels on the 35. So the Devils will trot back out with that clock still running.
Yeah, running clock.
We'll see how much they actually do or even get off with this running clock. They'll take their time getting the offense out there, I'm sure. We'll see if they even keep the starters in, although Quillen looks like he's in the huddle.
Yeah, I think you go and keep your starters in. I mean, you're going to go back in the victory formation anyway. I mean, you don't want to put a backup in, and that turns into a turnover. They're already going to tell the official they're going to let it run down. We'll take the penalty, move us back, so they can get every second out of it.
See if they even run another play. They finally have started the play clock, I believe, at 24. And they haven't even sauntered out to the ball yet.
I don't even know if they really have to go out there. It's a running clock.
In theory, they're going to try and get somebody onto the field.
Yeah,
See who it is that they're trying to get out there. And they're not going to get this playoff. This is going to be a delay of game.
Yeah, and I don't think they care.
Even though the clock continues to run.
Yeah, because you're going to back them up, and they know the clock runs.
It looks like they were trying to get someone specific on there. It actually looked like...
I don't know if they're going back out. I think they know that it's a running clock, and they don't have to go out and take a knee.
Well, they're trying to get Zorian Harris on. Zorian Harris was over here without his helmet on, and they wanted to get him into the game.
Well, maybe it's a goodbye to the seniors. I guess that's it, because the crowd's going crazy right now.
Yeah, the clock has already... I mean, the clock is already malfunctioned. It's saying there's 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock.
No, we were under a minute a second ago. So,
I'm not sure what's happened with the clock, actually.
So now they will come out and, I guess, get into the victory formation.
It seems to me maybe even with the running clock, they decided that off the punt they couldn't let that run until at least the play was run. I'm not sure, but there is 1 minute and 5 left showing on the clock. And that is all they're going to do is kneel this one down.
Yeah, that's all you're going to do. And you're going to stand up for a little while so the clock continue. But you don't need to because the clock continues running anyway. I think they found a loophole. I think they found a Belichick loophole there. Is what Greenville was doing as far as letting the clock run off.
They are going to have to run at least one more play due to the difference in the game clock and the play clock. But this is going to about do it. As Greenville, in their biggest game of the season, with the Region 1 4A regular season championship on the line, comes out and they dominate. They use the turnovers in the first half, and they lean on the legs of number 12 Carson Quillen in the second half to take a victory in this one, as Caden Ball puts both his hands in the air. And the Green Devils are going to walk off with a victory here tonight. The final seconds ticking off here as Greenville moves to 7-2 on the season ahead of the playoffs. And they take down the Region 1 4A Cyclones. 41-7 is your final.
If you would have told me it was going to be a 41-7 ball game, I probably would not have believed you, especially when we were at 13-7 with about 4 minutes to go in the first half, and it appeared after the interception from Elizabethton that they were about to take the lead in this contest, and then everything just flip-flopped when Greenville got the interception.
They really did. 2 interceptions obviously gave them 4 scores in that first half, and then you mentioned it, Kenny, with the strength of this team being Carson Quillen in that running game, they were always going to lean on him in the second half, and guys got a little bit more tired. And they are, and what they did was they gave it to him. Lengthy drives, 2 touchdowns. He had 3 total in this game for the running back position.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of the things that we always talk about when we talk about Greenville, we talk about their offense because they're able to score. You know, we said earlier tonight that this is a team that can score fast, quickly, and they did just that. But really, it was their defense, I think, that really showed up. You held an Elizabethan team to only 7 points.
Certainly only 7 points is a huge win for that defense, and a huge win, 41-7, your final. As we head down to Kelly Getz is with the winning coach, Eddie Bradley.
Oh, it is a celebration here at Greenville High School. Coach, talk about this win.
What an effort by a really good football team. Played really hard on both sides of the football. Hey, what about them 2 drives that starts the second half on offense? You know, we told those guys we're going to have to be more physical. They're going to come in here and fight you. Really proud of our effort tonight.
And you had some star players. Talk about their efforts.
Yeah, you know, Big Zayden Anderson had a pick 6, had a touchdown that was a pick. He took it away from him. Then when we needed it, Carson Quillen just pounded it. Great job by our offensive line.
And then what are you going to take into regionals?
Hey, everything you work for right now, you've got it in front of you. Hey, everything's behind us that we've done in the season. We got to be 1-0 next week. That's all that matters.
All right, Coach, thank you so much, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you. Go Devils.
All right, the Green Devils are going to move into the championships next week. They're going to have a great home game on Friday, and we're going to send it back to you guys up in the booth.
Yeah.
Kelly, thanks so much. Playoffs begin next week, Kenny, and for at least 2 weeks now, the Green Devils know they're going to have home playoff games. We're going to take a quick break. We come back, break this thing down just a little bit further before we say goodnight. Stay with us.
The best Irish fish and chips in 100 miles. Live music weekly at a traditional Irish experience at Mulligan's Irish Pub, downtown Johnson City. Meet old friends and make new friends. mulligansirish.com.
100 years ago, a tornado touched down at King, beginning a century of greatness.
Life for Samir didn't come easy.
He's not able to write, he's not able to read.
But Goodwill gave Samir a chance.
Opportunities at Goodwill, that was the most exciting news that I had ever heard.
Today, Samir is thriving.
Took Samir under their wing to cultivate him, to develop him, to coach him to be what he is today. Goodwill is not what we thought. Goodwill is something above and beyond.
Goodwill. More than a thrift store.
Tri-City Skin and Cancer specializes in both medical and cosmetic dermatology, offering the latest cosmetic treatments performed by our medically trained staff, treating all skin conditions for the entire family, and offering the most up-to-date treatments for skin cancer, in addition to providing treatments to reduce wrinkles, scars, and other cosmetic services to improve overall skin tone and texture. Schedule an appointment with Tri-City Skin and Cancer with 2 convenient locations.
Hey, Propane here. It's raining now, but it's going to snow soon.
So give us a call to have your tan tank installed, fuel delivered by the pink truck. Hurry before winter sneaks up on you.
Propane.
Give them a call for all your propane and gas service needs.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. The Elizabethton Cyclones versus the Greenville Green Devils. Brought to you by Food City.
Welcome back to Region 1 4A decided tonight as Greenville goes on to get a big victory at home over the Elizabethton Cyclones, 41-7. Kenny, we talked about it. The first half was all about the Greenville defense.
Exactly.
The second half, all about the Greenville offense.
Exactly. And we had a ton of fireworks just a moment ago. It felt like the 4th of July here. I didn't know what was going on, but it just now stopped. And why not celebrate? They are the Region 1 4A champions. Regular season, winning it for the 4th time in a row over the Cyclones. As we talked about, they'll have 2 playoff games. You know, the season's not over for Elizabethan. You need to regroup, okay? You play next week, and then you might get a chance to meet them somewhere else down the line in the playoffs. But it was 2 halves. The first half, defensively, even though it wasn't an offensive play, Zayden Anderson still felt like one when the Elizabethan Cyclone defender took it, and then Anderson took it away and then scored. But it felt like a defensive play, and it wasn't. And then McGill had the INT along with Anderson. I mean, it's just mistakes in the first half. Did Elizabethan in, and then the second half, as we talked about, you could tell you gave all you had in the first half, so you were running on fumes in the second half, and then you give it to the strongest guy on the football field, and that's Carson Quillen.
No doubt about it. Anderson, 2 touchdowns, as you mentioned, the 69-yard reception, 90-yard interception return for touchdown. Then Quillen came out, had 3 touchdowns, 2 of them in the second.
And let me say this, Caden Ball at quarterback for the Green Devils, he did a great job managing the game, okay? He didn't come out of his comfort zone and try and do too much. You know, you allow the others around you to do a lot of the work, and they did for him.
No doubt about it. The Tennessee playoffs begin next week. You know, Virginia got 1 more week of the regular season, but the postseason is upon us.
It is here, and of course, now you get in a situation where it's one and done. You win, you advance, survive and advance. If you lose, then your season is over. Don't forget, later tonight, Touchdown Friday night, 11 o'clock, Terry Craig is going to be in for us, but we'll have a live report of this game beginning around 11:05 tonight. We got about 15 games in store for you from around the region, so we got a great show in store on Touchdown Friday night.
Looking forward to it. Terry's going to help us out, as Kenny mentioned, and that's going to do it for us here from Burley Stadium. We have to, before we go, we have to thank all the people that make this possible.
Oh, my goodness.
Behind the scenes, all employees from WJHL that just make this the best experience they could possibly be for you.
Sponsors have been tremendous. You know, the Food City, the Pittsburgh, Toyota of Bristol. Am I missing anybody?
Toyota Kingsport, yep.
Kingsport, sorry.
Yeah, Mountain Dew. We thank all of our sponsors who are helping us throughout the season to make this possible.
That's right. And all the folks behind the scenes. Obviously, we got Mary here on camera. She's been dancing all night. But she just says she likes the soundtrack. So it's been a good year. And like I said, join us tonight on Touchdown Friday night. And then, of course, you and I will be back next Friday night for the first round of the playoffs in Tennessee and the last regular season games in Southwest Virginia.
That's right. One final big thank you to everyone behind the scenes here to help make this possible. And one final birthday shout out to the birthday boy.
We don't have to begin and end it with that.
Why not?
I wish I was like wine. You know how you get finer?
Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, no. Okay. Thank you.
Happy birthday to Kenny. A big day for him. 41-7. The Green Devils get the victory over Elizabethton tonight. For Kenny, I'm Nick, and all the people behind the scenes to make this possible saying so long. Have a great night.
This place has a heartbeat of its own.
The vibe that you get when you walk into the student center, you just get a vibe that you're here at home.
It's given me opportunities that I never thought I'd have. Everyone here knows everyone. That atmosphere is infectious.
The relationships that I've built here have been phenomenal, and I know that they'll last beyond here at Wise.
It's a magic little place in the mountains.
As the fall air rolls in, it's time to get your heating system ready for the cold temperatures. Let climate controllers help. Don't wait until winter arrives. Schedule your fall maintenance with climate controllers now to ensure your system runs efficiently when you need it most. By preparing now, you can avoid unexpected breakdowns and costly repairs when temperatures drop. Locally owned and operated, we've proudly served East Tennessee for over 25 years with top-notch service and York products. Don't wait for the cold. Call Climate Controllers today to schedule your fall maintenance. We're here to keep you comfortable season after season.
At ETSU Health, compassionate, expert care is at the heart of our mission. Our patients say,
best doctors ever. They treat you like you're someone, and they explain thoroughly to you.
And the primary care physician was so nice and kind. She took her time and listened to me.
My experience with ETSU Health is always good. Everyone is very friendly and helpful.
I really appreciate what you guys are doing for me. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Receive the patient-centered care you deserve at ETSU Health.
I have dealt with Johnson City Honda for, I would say, probably at least 10 years now. I got my Honda HR-V here at Johnson City Honda in the red, drove it to church, and everybody fell in love with it, and we now have 2 other people that have also come and got red HR-Vs from Johnson City Honda. Mine is the only one at church that has rhinestone license plates with a Sassy Since Birth license plate on the front. I love to just get in my car and drive. I love it.